All right, you've been asking for it. I've been hearing it. You said Charles is afraid of dirty soda, but did I prove you wrong or what? I'm gonna try a bunch of these concoctions, these potions.
Yep, happy Good Friday. We're trying all the Mormon soda for Good Friday.
Oh, is it?
Can you explain what this is to people who might not know?
For you non-enjoyers of Secret Lives of Mormon Wives, Mormons cannot drink coffee. I think it was meant to be caffeine, and they loopholed it into just coffee, so they can drink soda. And so this company, I believe, was started in Utah, called Swig, and they do dirty soda, which is like Dr. Pepper with cream and lemon juice and vanilla syrup. This shit's like 600 calories a cup. Well, some of it. It's nuts, and they call it dirty soda. So we're gonna try it all.
That sounds cool. I feel like dirty soda just has a negative connotation right away.
What about
should be like tasty soda?
I think it's supposed to sound like a cocktail. Like you get it.
I can see that.
You get it dirty or you get it
neat. But I think
like
in
that
the
kind
show, have you seen the show, Chelsea?
Why would I?
You've seen it, haven't you? Don't they like drink massive ones of these like all the time?
48 ounces or something. I don't know.
Like multiple times a day and shit.
They're on Ozempic or doing blow because they're all skinny as hell still too.
All of these have fun little names, going from Raspberry Dream, the Ring King.
Wow, the Ring Dinger.
The old Ring Dinger, Beach Babe. So I think we work our way down the line.
These look the best to me. That looks like sludge.
These feel more like, I think some of these are called like refreshers, which that's like what you get at Starbucks, that kind of thing. These are, so Raspberry Dream. Does somebody want to pull up the menu? Oh.
It's Dr. Pepper, raspberry puree, and coconut cream.
Okay.
Coconut cream.
That doesn't sound too bad.
Yeah, it sounded fine until coconut cream though. I can't imagine that's any good.
Coconut is extremely common in all of the dirty sodas.
Really?
Yeah.
I like coconut.
It's not bad.
It's probably the way to sweeten it without adding too much like.
You don't like it?
Stuff.
It's kind of.
It's not the worst thing in the world. It just tastes like you melted a bunch of candy and then put ice in it.
Very sweet.
Yeah.
Like super sweet.
Like I don't get a lot of.
It tastes like a Slurpee.
I could see it.
It's like a melted Slurpee to me.
It's just like I don't get like a lot of flavor. I just get a lot of like sugar. Is the thing. It's a lot of sugar. It is
sweet. But I'm sure this one. Oh, we're supposed to rate these.
Yeah, I would say I wouldn't order that, but if you gave it to me and I was like dying of thirst, I'd be like, man, thanks. You really helped me out.
Now, if you took that,
now quantify
how would you
that.
quantify that as a single letter?
Like a C.
See, I was thinking
like a C.
I'm thinking, as always, the first ones are baseline, and we'll ignore that immediately.
Probably, yeah.
This C, easy C. It's not bad.
You know what it feels like? A root beer float almost.
I do agree. But like, to your point, with the root beer float, you get like the flavor of the ice cream and stuff. This is kind of like root beer with sweet.
Yeah, just a lot more sweet.
Yeah. All right. What's in the Founder, Drew?
The Founder.
Hold on. The actual website cuts off the recipes for some reason.
What do you think the Founder's in reference to?
Oh, I actually know this. The Founder is the first dirty soda, I think the original recipe.
Oh.
It's a Diet Coke, sugar-free coconut, fresh lime, and coconut cream.
Okay.
Let's see.
Huh.
Oh, we got a big mouth straw. Got a lot on that one. I get a little bit of the lemon or lime or whatever you said it was. Citrus.
Yeah, there's a whole lime in there, so that does make sense. It's floating in there, so yeah.
Oh, that does make a lot of sense, yeah. It's refreshing.
That's a lot better than that.
I would go, personally, one step up into B category.
I was thinking I'd almost go like a very high B. I was teetering with A because, I mean, it's pretty refreshing. Like
You could go A if you want. I know a lot of people here say you just copy my answers.
People do say that.
But they're always saying it.
I don't know. I just feel like it's a little aggressive to go A for that because it's not like amazing. It's just a lot better than the other one.
Yeah,
I'll go A because I don't know what these are going to be like, so I'll go A for
I'm
that.
hoping we find somewhere where we're like, damn, that's good.
Yeah.
This one, big news. on the sign, Swig is having their Sweet 16, which I'm assuming means they're in their 16th year, which is crazy because I've never heard of it until it opened here 2 months ago.
And that's what that is, Sweet 16.
This is the birthday girl.
It's okay.
They do dirty sodas, cookies, and I think pretzels was
That's
what
cool.
it looked like. It's a weird combo.
That's good though.
What's in the birthday girl?
It's Dr. Pepper Blackberry, Raspberry, Mango Puree, and Coconut Cream.
Okay. And you
Having
said
nothing to do with like birthdays or anything at all, huh?
No.
I expected like some birthday cake flavoring or something in
unless
there.
that's the birthday girl's favorite.
Yep.
Here, I'll let you get the first sip on this one. You're welcome.
Oh. Oh wow, yuck. That's not very good. You know what that reminds? Do you like that?
No, that's a lot. That is a lot.
That reminds me of what is the flavored rum that everyone used to get in college because it was cheap. Anyone remember what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
The wacky Malibu flavors from back in the day.
I'm going back in for a second.
I didn't like that one. That's the worst so far.
Does it tell you calories in it?
Oh, yeah. I don't know.
my
Didn't have this one. I didn't see it.
Yeah,
My
it's
tongue
probably illegal.
calculated it.
Figuring it out.
Oh,
For a small, 140 calories.
Oh, that's not bad.
Most of them are like around 140 for the smalls.
How many grams of sugar?
That I can't
Oh, you
see.
said it's Diet Coke, right?
Yeah.
Ah, okay. Okay.
So
Makes more sense.
even more sugar.
Oh, no. This one is Dr. Pepper Blackberry. Full sugar, baby.
Oh, full sugar. Because this is, we were saying this one's sweet. This is just sugar.
Yeah.
Like sugar overload.
How much aspartame is in each one, do you think?
I don't
Not enough.
Nobody counted.
Not enough.
I'd give that a D.
Yeah, I easily worse than this one.
Yeah.
All right, get it out. So are these all coconut cream? Because I know some on the website said half and half.
I know that not all of them are going to be, but so far, yes.
All right, well, this is the one I was most excited about based on name only. The Ring King.
Ring King.
This is, oh wow, what the fuck?
Oh.
What is this one in reference to?
This is Dr. Pepper.
Tom Brady for his numerous Super Bowl rings.
All of the restaurants are picking up football guys.
Yeah.
Dr. Pepper, cupcake, strawberry puree, and vanilla cream.
That's the birthday girl.
Yeah.
That's definitely birthday girl.
Wait, cupcake and then I blacked out?
Strawberry puree and vanilla cream.
He said strawberry puree like a robot. All right, no spoil it for me. I saw your face.
Yeah, I'll let you get your own thoughts cooking on that one because that's a 1-to-1 with a specific cake. I'll spoil it. It's literally 1-to-1 like a melted Publix vanilla cake.
Yeah, they really liquefied a cake,
Yeah, that is. I don't hate it because I like Publix vanilla cake.
but it is unsettling.
Yeah, I'd rather eat it than drink it.
Yeah, that was my facial reaction was, wow, that does taste like cake.
Yeah, I don't know why that wouldn't be the birthday girl. Why is that the Ring King?
Does it tell you anything about
Like the story?
names? Like, did they mislabel them?
They should be.
Click on it, it brings me to a store.
I will tell you, they should be using vanilla cream more so than the coconut so far because this is better.
That cream is better. It also, we were talking about this in the car. It's better consistency too.
It's a lot. you drink one of those and you're off the fucking wall.
I'm feeling it already. That is so.
That's a lot of
Danny,
sugar.
I just want you to taste the sugar in this.
That's all. That's
It's-
helping. I keep
Hunches
You're
you
trying to
with
send me to the bathroom. It's like,
Oh yeah, Danny's got the runs today. This will help. Some dairy soda is what fixes you up.
Yeah, it's just too sweet. I don't
Right,
know.
it's just
I don't think I
sugar.
could ever drink more than a couple sips of that.
That is
specific
kind of my
one.
thought. Is people like this is a small. People are getting bigger than this and drinking the whole thing.
with a meal.
How?
Yeah, I don't know.
Well, not a meal. Cookies and pretzels.
I bet you it's the kind of
With
thing
some
because
snacks.
like I'm not a big soda drinker anymore, but I used to
Same.
be. And like once you've gotten off of it, you really feel the sugar a lot more than when you drink it a lot. I feel like since if they drink it so much, it's probably like water to them. They just don't feel the
a good
negative
point.
effects.
Yeah, you know what? To be fair, like even outside of these, I couldn't fathom just eating a meal with a soda anymore.
Yeah.
I couldn't do it.
Also, are they all diabetic? perhaps.
Potentially. If they weren't, they probably
Yeah.
are now. Well, they've got diet and sugar-free options.
Okay.
So that's good. Sorry, lots of sugar.
I'd give that. I think that's at least as good as the other one
This
that
one?
I put an A. No.
Oh, that one.
So I'd put it up there.
I'm more in a B. I'd say a low B in this one. I don't love the cake flavor is uncanny valley to me.
Yeah, but I like cake.
That's
fine.
fair.
I just don't like it's in an A tier for me. I would literally never drink it.
That's
Actually, I would
remember
drink
we
it.
have our scientific reasoning here.
Yeah.
This was our test case in our C, and we always follow our numbers. We know what we're doing here.
Like
Trust the process.
It tastes enjoyable. If I only needed one sip of it, I'd be like, "Oh, thanks. I'm done now."
It is straight up just dessert.
It reminds me of the Ice Spice Munchkin donut
yes,
thing. Yeah.
exactly. Except somehow they packed like 2,000 calories in that puppy.
Yeah, that thing did.
Well, somehow they ground up donuts in it.
Have you heard of the 999 challenge at baseball games? It's the 9. It's a beer and a hot dog and inning essentially.
Okay.
That's the challenge. Someone should make like a swing
swing
challenge because I bet you it's infinitely harder to do.
It's gotta be.
Yeah.
Oh, it's gotta be.
Also want to point out there's no delivery or anything, so we had to go in person. They were all so nice about us being really annoying. So hey, if you're watching this, Swig, thank you. All right, this has to be illegal. Butterbeer.
Oh.
Yep. Unless it's a collab.
That's literally Harry Potter.
Buttery beer or something.
Yeah.
Oh.
Buttery beer. Yep, buttery beer.
Also, these three were in the truck holding the trays as I'm fucking going 70 on the highway, hitting little potholes, and I just hear all the ice go the whole time.
You missed the part where she asked if you were new in the area,
And I said-
think that she was trying to figure out if you were playing by the same rules.
She was like, "Oh, are you guys new in the area?" And I was like, "Yes."
We are.
Yes, we are.
Into question to ask in the past.
"Yeah, it was great."
Yeah, well, and she was like, so just trying out all the new stuff, and I was like, "You're exactly right on why I'm doing this stupid thing." My favorite one of all time was,
The buttery beer is root beer, butterscotch, vanilla cream.
oh, that's dessert on dessert.
Yeah.
Calories, are they all roughly the same?
They're all about the same. This one, again, 140 grams or 140 calories.
Does it say how much sugar?
No,
No.
I fucking wish it did. They're trying
looks
to
like
keep
coffee.
that stat as far away from themselves as possible.
It really does look like a cold brew coffee. Oh, you like this one?
Nope, that's genuinely revolting, actually. That's cough medicine.
I think you don't like root beer.
That might be it. I don't hate, but the thing is, I don't hate root beer and other things like a root beer float.
Yeah, that's fair. I just get more root beer than the other flavors in this.
I just got literal cough medicine.
It's
Kinda-
buttery root beer.
Just that kind of shit you take when you're a kid and it makes you feel yucky.
I think you and I are going to have opposite opinions on Mormon soda.
Yeah, that to me is the worst one so far. That'd be an F.
I'm going B.
Wow, that's
Whoa.
quite a
Might be
discrepancy.
this might end our relationship.
Yeah, that's a big discrepancy. I did not like that one at all.
And not just our friendship, our romantic relationship too.
Pretty much everything collapses.
Oh, I can already tell by the time we get there I have a tummy ache.
I got the sugar for buttery beer. Oh, it is 45 to 115 grams.
That's probably 45.
yeah.
But
this is a
45
small-
for the kitty size.
40?
Yeah, kitty size is smaller than that.
Oh, that was a real.
Whoa.
What?
Like snacks.
So then probably my
I could have gotten
calorie-
kitty sizes?
Yeah,
Probably my calorie count instead of being small has been kitty size, so probably like 280 calories.
That makes
That-
more sense for that amount of sugar.
Yeah.
That
Because
checks out.
honestly, if they're stuffing that amount of sugar into that amount of calories, that's impressive, and they need to work on protein drinks. That's crazy.
holy fuck.
45 in a
Is
kitty?
that- Wait, so probably are they 16 ounce? Would you say?
I would say 16.
Okay, those are smalls, and most of the stuff is around like 150, 200, which I think is still insane that they're
Calories?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
So,
it'd still be like 50.
do you know about sugar count in a small?
The
'cause-
sugar count would be how much bigger is it? Doing math. The minimum is 40 grams in a 12 ounce.
Okay.
So those are 16 ounces. So it's like 60. Yeah. 60.
That's
60 grams of sugar.
insane.
That's a lot.
That's insane.
How much is in just like a Coke? Like
It's a
normal?
lot.
It's
like,
32.
Okay.
Is it 32?
I'm almost positive. For
'Cause
like
I
a
know-
normal Coke, it's 32.
There was
Those are like 40.
calorie.
I was gonna
Is
say
it?
the full calorie root beer, like not a diet root beer that was in the fridge, was like 44.
Oh, I'm surprised. I thought it
12
was,
ounces of Coke, it's 39 grams.
Oh. I
Jesus.
thought it was 32.
So that's where a lot of the sugar is coming from, is the soda.
Yeah.
Dude, we just figured something out. Soda is not good for you.
That's so weird.
Yeah.
Give it aspartame.
Yep. When are people gonna figure that out?
Is there something you could
we should work
maybe have that's like a replacement for soda that might be, a little bit healthier for you, maybe?
I read a story the other day of a guy on Reddit. Who
He
had-
was setting you up for gamers.
You're missing an ad spot, Matt. Come on.
Oh, sorry. I thought you were saying water.
So wait, I can move over to Matt. Like, Matt, what did you say?
All right, so yeah, edit this better. Oh shit, he's gonna edit this.
No, we could have
I
we
can
could have
do
someone
it.
whip it up real quick.
Gamer subs. Get Goof Juice.
Uh-huh.
Get it down in the description. You got sugar free. You got the hydration formula. You got all the good stuff there, and it's all in that description. Just click the link.
Now, what'd that guy on Reddit say?
Okay, so he was saying he went like 7 years with migraines, and he went to doctor after doctor and nobody could figure it out. Scans, tests, everything. He moved, went to a new doctor, and they were like, well, how much water are you consuming in a day? And he was like,
What's
four
that?
to 6 drinks. And they were like, drinks of water? And he was like, well, Diet Coke, but yeah. And the doctor was like, that's not water.
Does this sound familiar for I forget which one of you?
Oh my God, you're right.
I think I brought this up.
You in college, right?
Yeah, that's me. Yeah.
But no, I read the story, and the guy was like, literally the next day was my first day ever without a migraine because I drank water. And I was like, why, Zach, are people not drinking water? Caffeine is a diuretic. All right, drink, what's that?
This is the Texas Tab.
This is Dr. Pepper, vanilla, and coconut cream.
I bet you this one's decent. I like vanilla Coke and I like coconut.
Yeah, you're right. That one's good.
Keep it simple.
Yeah, that one's very simple, very dirty.
That's a dirty soda.
Yeah, very dirty.
Yeah, it tastes like vanilla Coke with some coconut.
Yeah. That's good.
Well, it's Dr.
That's
Pepper,
weird
so-
because it's Dr. Pepper, yeah.
Tastes like some vanilla Dr. Pepper with some coconut.
That's a high B.
I'm gonna go A.
Whoa.
And that's
the halfway
end
point.
of our caramel colored sugar drinks. All
Now we get to the real colorful ones.
right, this one. Take your straw.
Is the
Beach Babe. Peach Babe.
Beach Bay.
Beach Babe.
The Beach Babe is Mountain Dew, raspberry, peach, and vanilla cream.
Bang.
They even did this with Mountain Dew. That's crazy.
Oh, that's like shockingly solid.
I didn't think there would be a single positive noise in this video.
Yeah, that's like
Wow.
genuinely tasty. I like that one. That's probably the best one now.
Oh, very fruity.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's still very sugary, but much better.
Yeah, that one doesn't attack you though. Like
No.
the sugar wasn't aggressive. It was,
And the Mountain Dew comes through a little bit. Big Mountain Dew enjoyer.
yeah, it was more subtle. That's the best one. That's
Did
an
I
A.
say we're not going to S? Oh, sorry,
Oh.
I have my own opinions.
It's fair. I personally wouldn't go to S because I would literally never drink these. I would feel sick to my
in this
stomach.
video. I will never go back. I'll give it an S compared to the rest, though.
Yeah,
I'm going S.
I think it's the best of all of them we've had so far, but I can't in good conscience give it an S.
So this, I think, is what Drew was talking about. Of sometimes the coconut cream curdles.
Separates.
Well, maybe not.
What if you
There's,
just like kind of swirl it? a little
there's
bit?
also boba on there,
Oh, there is boba.
so that's nifty.
What did you say?
Nifty.
Oh, I thought you missed the T.
Oh yeah, that's nifty.
nippy.
Nifty. Doctor.
All right, the watermelon sugar. It's just called watermelon sugar.
Yep. It's the song.
Oh, did they work with Harry Styles?
Yeah. This is a Mountain Dew, mango, watermelon, coconut cream.
Hey, that was the Daily Dozen question last night. Watermelon sugar.
Right. Harry Styles.
That's big.
I've never heard of the song. That's good though.
That's crazy to me.
I'm not a big Harry Styles guy, I guess.
He's a big metalhead.
Man, they're crushing it on these so far.
Oh, it's the popping boba too.
Oh, I actually didn't get a boba. That's a good thing. That's a good thing to target.
Much better. Also,
How did you suck the boba out? Holy shit.
I had to real hard, like.
I'm just getting a lot of soda and now it's gonna make me sick.
Wait, I see all the bobas on this side.
Yeah.
Wait.
Yeah,
Let me get you.
put me on a boba.
I think right around, like, hold the straw on that location. Sorry. Did you get one?
No, it's just I'm getting a lot of sugar.
I think it was mango popping boba. They were good. What was in this one?
Mountain Dew, mango, watermelon, coconut cream, and boba.
I might have
The
to
boba
get
is
the
passion
boba.
fruit popping pearls.
Yeah.
Passion fruit popping pearls. Wow, that's good. That I actually like that one better than Peach Babe or Beach Babe.
It slipped out for me. I'm not going back.
It was a good try.
I'm going
It
to
was
get
a good
sick.
try. I like this one more than this, so I'd actually like to retroactively put Beach Babe in A and this in S.
Yeah, I mean, I also like this one more than that.
Yeah.
They're both extremely good, though.
It's good. I think I'll go back and get one of those.
It's very bold. Boba in there too, I think.
Or there's
Or just
bits
chunks.
of something. The top looks like vomit. If you like, look at that.
Oh, that does look very
Or
vomity.
like stomach acid.
Yeah, come
vomit.
take it. Come
It
take.
looks a little bit like when you put some
Up in
olive
here.
oil in water and it just kind of is like bubbles that sits on top.
Get on that angle so you can really see the vomit.
Oh, they gave us boba straws for the ones with boba.
That'll do it. That will do it.
That's why it was so difficult. There you go. You really got to
Yeah,
That one looks like it could use a little bit of a stir as well.
rip off
Yeah.
a little bit more there.
unsheath it.
Oh yeah, this one's gonna be good. I can tell.
What's this one? Maybe I missed it.
Oh, this is Mango Breeze.
They really have. I think they have two teams that name these. Because you get Mango Breeze, which are like, oh, mango, refreshing, and then you've got the Ring King. And I feel like those are very different from each other. Are you getting any of your vomit? Oh, added some of your own.
The Mango Breeze, sparkling water, sugar-free coconut, sugar-free vanilla, mango puree, and then an ingredient that falls off my computer screen. So I think
Oh, that wasn't boba?
Frozen mango.
frozen mango.
Oh, it was mango.
Okay. I really worked for that, and it's very mid. Oh, you effortlessly got a piece.
I did. I think I'm better at these. I don't like that.
It's mid. I'd put that in C tier comfortably.
Yeah, I don't love that one. I'm gonna even go down to a D. It's just not doing it for me.
That's fair.
What is this? There's no cream of any sort in this.
Yeah, this one is pink Bahama.
The Pink Bahama is Fresca, peach, strawberry, raspberry, and fresh lemon.
Oh, that one doesn't sound too bad.
I was gonna. This doesn't even sound dirty.
This just sounds like a drink.
Whoa,
That is just
5
a drink.
grams of sugar.
This has 5
Whoa,
grams of sugar.
that's basically healthy.
That's pretty
Where
good.
you
Yeah,
get
it's
the
good.
the energy to do actually no, yeah.
Does this one have energy in it, like
No
caffeine?
sugar, no sugar.
Oh,
Where are you gonna get the glucose?
Well, that's just a side you get with one of the other ones.
Oh, yeah.
this is it's the chaser for your birthday girl. I don't want to take. I'm just comparing these real quick. Drastically different.
Yeah, it was good. B,
Yeah.
B tier.
I think if they did things like that, you know what? Dunkin' Donuts is starting to do things like that, where they just put some juice with some sparkling water.
That's definitely strawberry puree.
Strawberry Breeze.
Yeah, they pureed a strawberry in there.
They sure do. I think you're onto something, and that looks like coconut milk.
Yeah, probably coconut milk.
Are they right, Drew?
The Strawberry Breeze is water, sparkling water, sugar-free coconut, sugar-free vanilla, strawberry, and then my fucking ingredients fall off.
Strawberry puree and frozen strawberry.
There you go.
Good.
Thank you for having a competent phone.
I just have a desk on my site.
Oh.
So these big straws, man.
Yeah, no, they're tough. Yeah, that sucks, right?
That might be one of the worst. I really don't enjoy that.
Yeah, that's second to last for me.
Yep. That one is an F for me.
That one's just above root beer in the B tier, but they're fighting down there.
I really don't like that.
Yeah, that doesn't blend well.
And then the last one is the most exciting.
This one
because
comes with a little
comes
fun
with
on top.
a gummy shark.
Yeah,
Because if you didn't have enough sugar,
Did you
can't-
Shark attack.
ask them to not put it in ahead of time, or did they just do it?
No,
like that?
this was just they were
That seems
just
precarious.
they just did. Well, is it like stuck on?
It comes with it. It's like part of the drink.
I know, but
You would kind of expect it to just be in there.
Yeah.
it's like kind of sticky.
Well, eat it.
I gotta eat it.
Wait, no, don't you have to put it in and like let it soak up and then eat it?
It's gotta swim around. It comes to life when you put it in there. Like a sea monkey.
It tastes like soap.
The gummy shark?
You want some?
That's because you didn't let it absorb the other stuff.
Yeah, they gave you the flavorless variant.
This is the Shark Attack. It has Sprite, lemonade, blue raspberry, and a gummy shark on top.
Not anymore.
Nope.
It's fine.
This one's not fun. I mean, I guess I ate the fun part, but like, they're trying something here. This is just drink.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
It's kind of very Sprite forward.
Yeah, it's okay. It's a C, I would say. The two best that they did were these two.
Yeah. In fact, I'll take another sip of this one and regret it a little bit.
Yeah, that'll do it.
I just got more of the boba.
Did you?
How did you not get any boba?
I don't know. It's hard. They're fighting in there. I don't know. They're hard to absorb.
Yeah, this was. If I was naming these instead of Shark Attack, I'd call it Blue Sprite.
Yeah, that is very blue Sprite.
It's just Blue Sprite. I'll go C as well. I think if you're going to go try it, stick in this realm.
Yeah.
Well, maybe this realm. Just these two.
Yeah, those two were their
Wait,
best.
didn't you guys really like this one?
No, the strawberry one fucking blew.
No, this
No,
is the.
This one was good too.
It's-
yeah, that one was good.
I'd put it in a similar category to that. It's better, but where it's just like, you don't need to go to Swig to get that. It's just a drink.
It feels like this is something that Dunkin' would have on their menu. Like it just feels like something that's already in other places.
You know, let me rant about Dunkin' for a second
Oh,
there,
sorry.
because I tried one because they named them, what was it, like the Dunkin' Zero Sugar Energy. And the flavor names are like Blush Pop, which is really weird. So when you go and you want one, you're like, hey, I'll take a small Dunkin' Zero Sugar Energy. And it's just a terrible name. You got to name it something you can order. It pisses me off.
Okay,
Sorry.
could you not
Could you just
call
say a
it
blush pop? Yeah.
Well, no, because I guess it could because I say the first part and they say which flavor. Yeah, that's a good point. I could say I'll take, but I don't want to say I'll take a small Blush Pop.
Why? It's better than saying I'll take a small birthday girl.
I think it is better than that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thankfully, today I did not have to order the birthday girl. Which, to your point, none of that has helped when all the signs say Sweet 16.
Yeah, I mean, as far as
Yeah, I'll have one of your Sweet 16 birthday girls.
as far as naming goes, I feel like Blush Pop's probably better. Than
No, that's a great point. Keep it up, drinking. I don't know. What are your closing remarks?
Like if you're a real soda lover, like this is probably super cool for your taste buds, but like I truly would never drink them. Like it would ruin my meal.
I will never have one again.
What I could see though is I could see like if we were floating around in a communal pool together, and they
As
start
we do.
and they start serving these, I'd be like, oh, that's cool.
It's like a non-alcoholic pina colada.
Exactly.
I was gonna say, you think I could toss a shot of something in these and it would be a good like mixed drink?
Oh, I bet it would go crazy.
I do have a question.
Just be going, oh,
Mormons can't have alcohol, can they?
I think that's correct.
I
Okay.
cannot.
So these, you're probably right. These are like mocktails and coffee replacement. This is just daily stuff. You just need these for every scenario.
Yeah.
Replacement for your water for the day.
I don't think we're the target audience.
No, I don't think so either. But like I said, I could definitely see in like a festive or casual setting where this is like just the thing you're drinking. It's
Yeah.
fine. With a meal, I can't fathom. I shan't even imagine.
There was a long line.
It was a cool experiment with the old dirty sodas.
Yep.
Thanks for making them.
Bye.
Take it easy. What's up, everybody? It's Critical. I'm playing Need for Speed 2 for the PlayStation. Let's do this shit. My race car this afternoon is just a standard dinosaur. Should be a tooth and nail battle for first place. Let's go! It's not even pumping its feet. To accelerate, it's using the fucking power of the force. But at 100 miles an hour, you can't argue with the results. Fucking incredible. Doesn't stand a chance. It just doesn't stand a chance. Oh shit. Impending decapitation. Just missed it. Oh fuck. He took that like a champ. He just phased right through it. No need to be alarmed, just checking out the sights. Where the fuck are we racing? Airbender Nation? Oh, there we go, out of the tunnel finally. Doesn't have a chance. If you've seen Jurassic Park, then you'll know. You're about to get some T-Rex ass cheeks up in your shithole. Come here. You're finished. I'm losing balance. Balance has been lost. I'm tumbling. I'm stumbling. Swift recovery. I definitely took the brunt of that, but this T-Rex takes a licking and keeps on ticking. Imagine if this dinosaur was your grandfather. You'd have the fastest grandfather on Earth. This dinosaur is zooming at 183 miles per hour. That was a pitiful clothesline by the building. 6th place out of 8, that's not bad. Those are legs on a dinosaur. They're dinosaur legs. That T-Rex has legs of a dinosaur. No one can escape the terror of a newsstand. They can run and they can hide, but no matter what, the newsstand will find them. If they think for 1 second they're safe, it's the last mistake they ever make. The newsstand will be there. If you see a newsstand coming after you, you may as well just give up because it's already too late. Would you like a sneak peek at tomorrow's headlines? Newsstand pulverizes blue car. Ah, fuck. Shit. Alright, you know what? Fuck it. If they don't want to come get the news, I'll deliver the news right to them. They will receive their daily dose of news, brought to them by the newsstand. What the fuck is this? He's holding a grudge. That's it? You have woken up a bull that shits. Eat this. He tripped me. He fucking tripped me. Yellow card his ass. Alright, he's going down. Come here, bitch. We're jousting. You're finished. Oh, yeah. Oh, wow. 20-mile-an-hour collision. I'll be surprised if that car's not blown up. You can piss on a walkie-talkie all you want, but it won't help you here. Special delivery! If you think your Hot Wheels toy can outrun 18th century engineering, you're fucking wrong. Cowabunga! Oh shit! Gravity's taking us for a ride, but we're back on track. Alright, press forward. Enemy spotted. Currently scooting through bowl of rice. I am in pursuit. ETA, 1 minute 30. Fuck! Damn it! I have lost contact with the enemy. Longitude and latitude unknown. Destination unknown. Purpose unknown. Temperature of my nipples known. About 70 degrees Fahrenheit, 20 degrees Celsius. I'm sure you've seen a log rolling down a hill, but you have never seen a hill rolling down a log. Fuck it, this log's just going really fast. Oh shit! It's like a giant battering ram. I ended up catapulting him further ahead. Doesn't matter, this is the fastest log in existence. Damn it! Oh shit, I'm losing control of the oak. The oak is out of my jurisdiction. It's operating under its own free will. Wait a minute, there we go. We're back in business. Fuck you, sign. Trying to tell a log to slow down to 60 miles an hour. You should be ashamed. This is a fast piece of wood and the tree it comes from should be proud. Airborne! Sticks to landing. The tunnel of wooden slaughter. You've entered it! Oh, yes. No amount of workshop can prepare you for when wood strikes back. Where'd you go? Oh, there you are. You think you can turn invisible and escape? You're mistaken. You will not be victorious. Shortcut. Yes. Oh, shit. Spectacular acrobatics. It did like a fucking BMX knack-knack, but I guess the friction was too much and the wood caught on fire. You think you can escape me by going into this giant sandcastle? Is that the impression you're under? You're under the wrong impression then, son of a bitch. Home field advantage. You better call your employer, tell him you're fucked. Trees, lend me the power of oak. We didn't stay in that forest very long. What the fuck? I'm going to take first place. Come here. Come here. I'm making the push. I'm in first place. I'm in first place. I was in first place. It doesn't matter. I was in first place. All these people in these houses over here looking out their windows saying, yep, that's the log that was in first place. I'm not racing as just any old outhouse. I am Turbo Shitter. I'm gonna take the racing circuit by storm, son of a bitch! All part of the plan, just making sure that house had a shitter that was up to code. When racing against Turbo Shitter, don't forget to flush your hopes of winning down the drain. Just making sure the moon had a quality shitter. What the fuck is this cave? Ah, damn it! This cave is fucking producing lightning. This cave is having its own little party in here. What is this? Snow? This seems like a job for Turbo Shitter. You are an obsolete automobile. Mobile outhouses are the future. Oh, son of a bitch! Damn it! No, damn it! Just keep the seat down and put your toilet wheels on the ground. Come on. That's day one shit. That's basic. Oh, so who the fuck puts landmines on the racetrack? Oh, this is absurd. Absolutely preposterous. I spy a weakness in their defense. They pushed me. Too much speed, we're flying. Turbo Shitter, no! I'm gonna take first place. It's not too late to win this race. Shit, nope, just taking a shortcut, that's all. Ooh! He just hit a fucking stalagmite. May titties guide you, soldier. Fourth place, that's not too bad. I expected more from an outhouse, but overall, that's a pretty solid performance. Alright, well, I'm done playing this. Well, that's the end of this video. Remember to rate the video, comment the video, and subscribe if you want to see videos similar to this one. See ya. When I heard they were making an It show, I kind of had the same gut reaction everyone else did, which was to write it off and just pretty much assume it was going to be, at best, mid. But as I've always said, even things that I'm pretty confident I will hate, I will always give a fair shake to and approach with an open mind, willing to be pleasantly surprised and proven wrong. And in the case of It, Welcome to Derry, the TV show, I was pleasantly surprised. I was wrong, for the most part. I don't think it's like a perfect show or anything, but it is significantly better than I would have expected it to be. Now, I'm going to be getting into spoilers, as I always do these days, so this is your fair warning. This show added a lot of things to it that I think on paper sound fucking stupid. Like actual crack pipe smoking dumb ideas that if I just read like a plot synopsis for this series and saw it in there, I would giggle at it and just immediately wipe my ass with this show. But actually watching it, it shines. In particular, I'm talking about Halloran. Halloran is a powerful psychic with the military who they're using as fundamentally like a Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 UAV kill streak. He is a psychic that they are trying to use as a compass to target and locate it, the crash site of this entity. So that way they can use it to stop conflict across the globe by just instilling debilitating fear in them. They want to capture it and use it, and they're using Halloran to find it. And he has psychic abilities, in the truest sense of the word. He literally does have psychic abilities. I mean, not to like Mob Psycho level or anything, but he can poke around in people's brain. He can incapacitate people with his mind. He can see into them. He can like astral project himself. And I would have not expected something like that for it. But man, it works really well in this show. And I think it's because of how good of a character Halloran himself is. He is a very interesting character, a complex, deep character that we learn a lot about, spend a lot of time with, and see do some really cool shit. So it worked. Like, I would have never expected it to, but it did. Another thing I would have never expected to work really well was having it not always be Pennywise. Because the most iconic part about this entity is the Pennywise element to him. Especially with Bill Skarsgård being Pennywise. He does such a phenomenal job as that character. Well, in Welcome to Derry, this entity is not Pennywise at all, really. You don't see Pennywise in the way that you've seen him in the past until like episode 6 at the end. For the most part, it is doing all kinds of other things to scare and kill its victims in Derry. And it works really well. It is brutal, especially the end of the first episode. That was probably one of the most shocking episode premieres I've ever seen, because it like lulls you into this false sense about where the show's going and how it's going to play out. Like, oh, we've been down this road before. It's going to basically be like the losers versus Pennywise again, but this time a little deeper in the past. Okay, snooze fest. And then the end of that episode hits, and it's just a fucking slaughter of everyone you thought was safe, that everyone you thought was going to be a main character just dead, brutalized, like annihilated. It was surprising, but it wasn't shock for the sake of shock, because that becomes an integral part of where the series goes from there. That is like its main motivator, because then you follow two characters that survived it, and how, as a result of those deaths, Ronnie, one of the characters that survives it, her father's being framed for the kids dying there. And Lily, she's had her own traumatic experiences, and people think she's crazy, so no one believes her and she can't tell people, and she has to find a way to try and prove she's not crazy, and so that way she doesn't get sent back to, Arkham Asylum. It's like a really interesting direction Welcome to Derry goes that I didn't expect it to at all. And it works really well. I think they are very creative with how it terrorizes and kills in this series. Now, with that being said, sometimes the way that it terrorizes and kills looks like absolute dog shit. There are moments in this series that the CGI is just embarrassing. In particular, episode 3. Holy shit, the entire cemetery section where they're trying to take a photo of the entity to prove that Ronnie's father wasn't the one responsible and that there is a monster that's killing kids. And they go to a cemetery to try and provoke it, and then they end up getting ganked by a bunch of ghosts and chased around by them. And my god, it looks terrible. It reminded me of the early 2000s Haunted Mansion movie with Eddie Murphy. Visuals to that level. It was really awful looking. The visuals completely ate shit throughout that entire sequence. And not just there are multiple other instances throughout the series where the CGI just looks super half-baked and unfinished, as if they forgot to texture it but then ran out of time, so they just said, fuck it, do it live, ship it. There are moments where the CG is just very, very bad. I also think there are quite a few times where the writing is also atrocious. For the most part, I think the show has solid writing, especially when it comes to some of its main characters, but there are other times where it feels like what they ended up, just printing was placeholder. It feels like there's no way this is how they actually wanted it to come across. For example, I think the most egregious moment of baffling writing choices is in their mission in the sewers. So they've located an artifact that they want to track down, and so the military does a mission in the sewers, and they send an elite team in there in order to find it, and they're being led by a member of the secret organization tasked with keeping the being under control so it doesn't just, run rampant. So they have this big team together, they're going through the sewers, and they are very familiar with the entity at this point. They know that it wants to separate, isolate, and kill. They know that anything they see in the sewers that they can't explain, they have to kill, they have to shoot, because it is most likely it about to attack and kill them. They know everything about this. The only thing they don't know is the landscape of the sewers, but that doesn't matter, because what ends up happening is when they go in the sewers, pretty much instantly, they all just start splitting off. So, they're walking through the sewers and it's a single file line, and you would expect that they'd be in, constant contact with each other, talking, so that way they know everyone's still in line, or at least, turning around and checking every now and then. But that's not how it works at all in the sewer. What ends up happening is, the second that they have to, drop into some water, they, the first couple that do so, then push a whole mile ahead before the rest do. So they are now completely separated. So they're so far away from the group now that they can't even hear screams from them or anything. So then the next wave of the line goes through the water, and then Halloran gets to the water and he gets pulled under, and the two guys behind him saw it happen, so they're oh, what the fuck just happened? We gotta find Halloran. He just got yanked under. Where are you? Start saying words, scream. That kind of thing. Scream if you love it. Come on, just anything. And nobody ahead of them can hear any of this, like the splashing around, the screaming, the yelling, because they are now so far ahead, and they haven't checked at all if anyone's still with them. So these two guys are looking for Halloran. These two guys are now isolated, so they get ambushed by it. It is like the craziest shit, because they already know that it is there, and they know that it wants to separate and isolate them. Why wouldn't they at least be turning around to make sure everyone's still there? It's like the quickest and simplest action to take, but it doesn't happen. So then, Hanlon and Polly, who are characters that are very important, we've spent a decent chunk of time with them, they happen to notice that the others are missing, so they then go back to look for them without informing the two ahead of them. So there's just never any communication, so the two ahead of them continue pushing forward without knowing that Hanlon and Polly have left. Hanlon and Polly go look for them, now they're isolated, and now they're getting ambushed by it. Like, it's just so fucking stupid, because all it would take is just like a simple like sound off, like, hey, you guys still there? Or even just like one of these, like looking over their shoulder. And then they'd be able to immediately recognize whether or not they're all still in a group or separated. And because of that lack of communication or lack of really doing anything sensible, the whole thing goes tits up and everything is, out of control now. Like, that was just so fucking silly to me, because it just felt so unnatural. Up until this point, most of the characters, I would say, were making mostly smart decisions, at least on like, how they handle certain things. But in the sewers, everyone got hit with like a stupid beam. Like, I don't understand what went so wrong there. Like, it feels like that would be, like, they knew what they wanted to do with have this mission going wrong in the sewers and all of that, but they didn't know a way of doing it other than just having every character just all of a sudden become like a fucking lobotomite. And in that same episode with the sewers, Paulie does a heroic sacrifice where Hanlon believes that he just saw his son in the sewers, but that doesn't make any sense, because why would his son be there? And we had just seen moments before he had saw like, something else that wasn't actually there. So the idea is Hanlon is now just going to shoot his son because he thinks it's it. But Paulie notices, no, that's actually his son in the sewers. So he like jumps in front of the bullet, sacrificing himself and saving Hanlon's son. That was really a fucking stupid way of killing off Paulie, because he noticed immediately that his son was actually there. It's not it. And he was going to act immediately. You saw him look to Hanlon, and he still had quite a bit of time. I understand it's in slow motion, but he still had enough time to jump in front of the bullet. All he had to do was just hit his gun up. He was right next to him. All he had to do was just push his gun up. Like, it would have been actually significantly faster, and it would have been a lot safer for everyone, too, to just push his gun up or push his gun down, instead of just, like, throw himself in front of the bullet. I thought that was just, like, a really lazy way of killing him off, and I do not think that sacrifice hit as hard as I think they wanted it to. And there's a few other notable examples I could pull from for writing that I really just don't think landed, but there's no point in just going through each one of them. I just think there were quite a few instances where the writing really floundered, but like I said, for the most part, I think they did a good job narratively, and especially with the characters. It's just there are moments that had me kind of roll my eyes a little bit. But I would like to mention one more thing that I didn't like too much, and it does still kind of tie into the writing. When they're going through the explanation for the genesis of it, I just thought that was a little silly. Like, not in the way that it was presented. So basically what happens when we're learning about the origins of it, it's Hanlon who has infiltrated the mind of one of the members of the secret organization that keeps it contained. Well, contained is real loosey-goosey. It runs wild. It still does kill a ton of people, but they write it off as like acceptable losses as part of the cycle. But anyway, he's inside of that individual's mind, and he is seeing the past where when he was a kid, his aunt had asked him to recite the story of the Galoo, which is something that was a children's tale that they were all told, but it is true. The Galoo is it. And it's basically the story of how an evil spirit crash landed on Earth in a falling star, and the impact was so great that the falling star split, and thus its cage was broken, and it could, go out and kill now because it was no longer contained. And I don't mind any of that. Like, that's all cool, actually. But what it boils down to at the end, though, is that pieces of that falling star they took and turned into, like, a dagger in order to fight it. And they turned it into these artifacts that are used to keep it afraid of going past the artifacts. So that way it stays in the Western wood. And I just didn't love that. I really just didn't like the idea of having like just, you know, this Excalibur it weapon and these very powerful artifacts they buried in the ground to keep them locked in there. I don't know. That didn't sit super right with me. I always preferred more of the mystery of it as opposed to it now kind of boiling down to like it's a Marvel villain that they can fight with this weapon. I didn't love that direction as all. Not the biggest deal in the world because the show is still very solid. Like, I did enjoy Welcome to Derry far more than I expected to, and it has an absolute banger ending, and I'm very curious where they're going to go further with this now. Overall, I really was surprised by how entertaining the show was. So, it was a nice pleasant surprise being wrong on this show. Anyway, that's really about it. So, yeah. Yesterday I made a video clowning on some trash content, and today it was like Harry Potter when he got accepted to Hogwarts with the amount of like emails and letters that I've got about other equally garbage slime out there that's popping off on TikTok because there are so many zombie homunculi that are just addicted to attention and desperate for it at any cost.
It's good. Yum, 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 pizza, pizza.
Yeah, thank you.
Pizza, pizza, pizza.
Pizza!
Yes, bro. Yes, sir. Have a good day, Brody. Hey, bro. Cheese pizza. Yeah, for the homeless. Yeah.
Feeding pizza laced with laxatives to the homeless. Just a good old-fashioned biological warfare prank. I mean, who hasn't done that one before? That one's as old as, is your refrigerator running? Well, you better go catch it. Just a good old harmless prank. Now, I don't know if he actually laced these pizzas with laxatives, or if he's just lying about it for attention, but if he actually did do that, he should be in jail. 1000%, this is a crime. Now, I know internet influencers are addicted to exploiting the homeless for content, like this guy from back in the day who actually received a 15-month prison sentence for filling an Oreo with toothpaste and feeding it to a homeless man. And what this douchebag here is doing with the laxative pizzas is arguably even more cruel. Again, I have no idea if he actually did that or if that's just to, like, I don't know, rage bait people into checking out his dog shit account. I'm not positive, and there'd be no way to find out either because it would be hard to follow up here to see if anyone actually did end up, shitting their brains out. And even if he comes forward and says, like, oh no, this is all a bunch of horse hockey, I made it up for attention, he could just be lying and covering his own ass, since if he does say, like, no, I really did lace these pizzas and give them to homeless people, he could probably face real punishment. Hopefully. Fingers crossed. So even if he tries to shut that shit down, saying like he didn't actually do that, it's, horseradish, there still just is a very good chance he did, and he's just trying to save himself here while panicking, realizing that what he's done is literally like a fucking crime.
Get out here, homie.
Boop, boop, boop. Excuse me. How you feeling, big dog? You want some pizza?
Thank you.
Anytime. Appreciate it.
Pizza!
Have a great day. Like it? Here you go.
Shout out Arizona.
Can I get some more stuff? You want a plate? Pizza, pizza, pizza. I don't want your dollar, man. I want to get some pizza. Yum, yum, yum. Yum, yum, yum. Here you go. Of course, but you want one more slice? Take a bite. Enjoy it, man.
The way that he talks to them is just infuriating as well. He talks to them like they're animals. He's treating them like dogs. Oh, you want some pizza? And actually dangles it in front of his face. Oh, yum, 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 pizza, pizza, pizza. I hate this guy. This guy super sucks. This pizza terrorist is just an insufferable piece of shit, man. I can't even fathom being this much of a heartless, hollow, attention-seeking little worm that you would actually do some garbage like this. Just exploiting the most vulnerable people, feeding them a laxative-laced pizza knowing that they probably haven't eaten too much in that day, just to torture them for your content. He's genuinely just like a little mosquito, but I thought this was just so over-the-top cruel that I have to make fun of him. And I want to show you a couple more of his pranks, because that's all he does. He goes out into society to make it worse. He is just this big fucking plague that sweeps through, and just thrives off others' misery while being an extremely cringe douchebag.
I get a free slice of pizza. It's for the homeless.
A slice of pizza for homeless? If you wait till 9 o'clock and give you the rest, pizza for the homeless.
For homeless?
Yeah.
What, for real?
Well, let me tell you something. I'm a nice guy. I'm not gonna do it all the time. Yeah.
Yeah,
I
I
just
put
let you
it.
know, okay? It's a hot and crispy steak.
Oh, for the homeless, bro. Thank you, bro. What? Yo, shout out you, bro.
Alright.
Yeah. Free pizza. Fuck the homeless. Fuck the homeless.
What an angel. This guy's really a saint. So, something he likes to do is the free pizza method, he calls it, where he goes into restaurants and pretends that the food that he's ordering is for homeless people, so he tries to get it for free. So in this one here, this pizza spot gave him this pie for free, apparently, because they believed that he was going to be giving it out to homeless people. They even dap up. It seems like they were really excited, like, oh, what a nice young man who's about to go out there and help some homeless people. We'd love to give you a free pizza for that, to support something so nice. And then he just eats it for himself, goes into the lot there screaming, fuck the homeless. Wow. Truly outstanding stuff. Now, I did a little super sleuthing here. I went full-blown fucking LARPing as a detective because that pizza box looked similar to the pizza box you could briefly see in a couple of the clips from the laxative pizza thing. I don't know if it's the same box because there are some differences, and the pizzas that he gave out as the laxative pizza ones, I don't see in the box when they open it in the store. So I don't think it's the same box of pizza that he used as the laxative pizza box. So to me, that makes it even more convincing that he actually did do a laxative pizza giveaway to the homeless, especially when he's celebrating the misfortune of homeless people and how it benefited him. You can see some eaten slices of pizza with only the crust left, and there's, I think, 3 slices there. And none of those 3 slices are the ones that were visible that he gave to the homeless people. And so I think that was entirely different. But I do believe he did actually give one of these slices to another guy, and he uses this guy at the end of basically all of his videos.
Free pizza. Fuck the homeless. Free pizza.
Pizza!
Pizza.
Pizza!
Pizza. Pizza.
Now, outside of poisoning homeless people, he also loves to do the standard insufferable prankster shtick of making fast food workers and restaurant employees miserable, treating them as props, not human beings, to exploit for content. You can't have a prankster without making employees of restaurants miserable. These two things go hand in hand. It's like peanut butter and jelly.
Okay. See the bowls, bro? The bowls? The bowls? Yeah. What's up? What's up, bro? You making it? Yeah. What's up, bro? Yeah. You gotta wait for the guy over there. I got you.
What are you doing?
I'm making a bowl.
Yeah, why?
Okay.
Get out. What are you doing?
I'm making a bowl, bro.
You don't work here. That's not funny. That's not funny. Get out.
What, bro? I'm making a bowl, bro.
I don't care. Why are you back here?
I'm sorry, bro. I'm confused, bro.
Yeah, I'm confused too.
Oh my good golly, how devious. He went back there and made himself a bowl. Wow, so brave and tough. Man, that's incredible work. Now, I know this one isn't exclusive to just him. This was a bit of a trend on TikTok for a little while where pranksters would just go behind the counter and get their own fast food and all that, which, from what I understand, is a huge nuisance to the employees there because then they have to like swap everything out because, well, it could have been a problem if they didn't. Especially in the case of a dangerous asshole like this who apparently fed laxative-laced pizza to homeless people. So who's to say he didn't just start poisoning the food here at this Chipotle? It's just so fucking stupid, man. I actually don't know how anyone found this entertaining at all, because there's not even like a joke there or anything. The joke is literally, he's doing something he's not supposed to. Ha ha ha.
My hand, Dad! Bro, my hand is gone! Help me! Bro, help my hand! It's gone!
What to do?
What, bro? Call them, my hand is gone! Where's my hand at? Guys, let me find my hand.
Yeah.
Where is it?
When he's not just directly impeding people's ability to just go about their day, he's then doing this kind of, like, baby shit, where he's like, where's my hand? And making a silly voice with it. That's his comedy.
Oh, yeah. Wait, these can fit my feet?
Huh?
You can fit my feet?
What size is those? This might be too big.
No.
Sure you wear 15?
I don't think so, bro.
Yeah, I think so. Let me check. Let me see.
Can I just try them on first to see if they
No,
fit my
that's gonna be
feet?
too big, man. I
What do
don't
you
want you.
mean?
Bro, this is size 10.
Bro, I wear 15.
No, 15 too big. That's
Why,
way too
bro?
big.
I want a size 15, bro.
You want a size 10?
15.
You want? All right, here, I'll let you try it on.
This guy's nice.
It's gonna be too big. I'm letting you know now, but
I'm not exaggerating. When he's not, like, directly harassing people or, like, getting in their way and being a huge fucking nuisance, this is what he's doing. Just being extremely annoying. Literally doing, like, baby talk. Well, not even baby talk. He's actually just putting on goofy voice and being dumb. It's not even entertaining or anything. It's genuinely just completely useless, baffling mumbo-jumbo. It's just such a fucking loser. This guy is just such a loser.
Excuse me, sir. You have a... Motherfucker, can I put this right here real quick? Thank you, I appreciate it.
Why are you putting it in my cart?
No, because, like, I have a finger problem, so, like...
Oh, okay. Well, what am I going to do with them?
Can you put it back in my hand for me real quick, please?
Just put it in your arm. Like that.
Thank you, I appreciate it, man. Thank you.
Now, this one's very creative, actually. This one's clever. He's pretending he's got a finger problem, so that way he can do this to everyone in the store. That's really naughty. Oh my goodness. And he's so big and tough that he loves to target elderly people, just like all of the other awesome pranksters out there. Just a swell gentleman all around, harassing fast food employees, targeting the elderly for these garbage-ass disrespectful pranks, targeting the homeless for a little pizza terrorism. Man, what a guy.
The cucumbers?
What is your deal, dude?
The cucumbers.
Yeah, I see you have cucumbers. I also see you throwing me the bird.
No, I have a finger problem. I'm sorry. It's a finger issue. I'm sorry about that. The bread?
Uh-huh.
The bread?
What are you doing, man?
The bread?
I can see you recording, okay? Come on. Put your finger down. Move on.
Sorry about that, man.
Move on.
That last guy just dressed him down right there and spanked his bottom. He's like, yeah, I see you recording. This shit is embarrassing. Put your fingers down and move on. Get away from me. And he's like, oh, okay, I'm sorry. And you could actually see him take his fingers away. I'm surprised he left that in there because he just looks like a huge bitch here. He's very tough when it comes to the homeless and the elderly, but the second some guy, like, actually calls him out directly to his face, he fucking deflates and, like, shrinks into himself into fetal position.
You good, bro? Bro, I'm not gonna call the cops, bro. Fine, bro.
Oh my goodness, another gutbuster here. He goes into the Planet Fitness snarling. He goes in there like a feral beast, making weird noises and running around a little bit. Holy, what a prank. This guy sucks, man. He's just such a fucking loser. I had to make fun of this guy. And if he actually did feed homeless people laxative-laced pizzas, I hope he goes to jail. I really hope they arrest this guy if he actually did do that. And I don't know how he'd even prove his innocence there, because he's the one that said that they were laxative-laced, and I think it'd be really hard to prove that they weren't now, because it'd be very difficult to follow up and figure out, well, were they actually laxative-laced, or was this guy just lying about that for attention? So, to me, if I was the authorities here, I'd just take him at his word that he fed them laxative-laced pizzas, and I would arrest him. Because this guy fucking sucks, and he probably did actually do that. At least based on all the other things that he does. I wouldn't be surprised if that was real. He sucks. Wanted to make fun of him. That's it. See ya.
Alright, listen up, assholes. Get over here. Stay down, bitch. That's right, it's my tree. You dildo-shitting human, I am made out of steel. Where'd you go? We playing Ring Around the Rosie? I'll knock this fucking tree down. I've never seen a creature move that fast. It was like a lightning bolt. Let me take a seat here. No, I didn't shit my trousers. But what I did do is look into its eye. You fall asleep for 1 second, then you wake up with a rubber toothpick tied around your neck. Are you all afraid of me? You should be. I have a football team named after me.
Alright, I am going to be blabbering about a company that I have disliked for a long time. PSA. I made a video a little over a month ago covering a PSA scandal when it came to a lenticular Pokemon card, a lenticular Deoxys, where, just to boil it down to the brass tacks here, getting it to its birthday suit, basically, someone had a very rare Pokemon card, a lenticular Deoxys, that was a 10, a PSA 10, but it was an old cert and they were looking to have it reholdered so they could turn and sell it. They had interested buyers, and this was a very expensive card. PSA themselves had even sold this exact card for $45,000 very recently. Well, when this customer went to have the card reholdered, PSA damaged it, bringing it down numerous grades and tanking its value, which means they could now no longer sell it for a potentially life-changing amount of money. And upon this fuck-up, PSA offered to give them $20,000 for their mistake, which is less than half of what PSA had sold that exact card for earlier. There was also the stipulation that PSA baked in and made known to this customer that they had just face-fucked, that if they accept that $20,000 lowball from PSA for what they called fair market value, which is based on basically nothing. They pulled it out of their ass because, again, they themselves had even sold this exact card for $45,000, yet they're only offering this guy $20K after destroying the card. But anyway, the stipulation that they also had in place is that if they do accept that offer, they have to sign an NDA. So that way he can't speak about it. It has to be hush hush. Gotta bury it. Which most people found to be very sketchy, very odd. The whole thing was peculiar. If you want to get caught up on that, the video's up on my channel. But the point is, I have been really glued to PSA and its scandals for a little while, and I've been digging deep into PSA recently because it is just so much more fascinatingly odd that it is still as big as it is. It is the biggest in the card grading space by a mile, and I don't think it should be at all. To me, PSA is fucked up. I think it is shady beyond belief, and I don't know why card collectors still keep choosing to go to PSA to grade their cards, and I don't know why their slabs are the ones that have the highest price tag associated with them. I think there is so much going on under the hood here, with so much evidence and so many scandals out there, that I would be taking my business pretty much anywhere else besides PSA. So I was yapping about it on stream the other night. I'll show you some clips there, but I also want to dive a bit deeper into the topic as well. Oh yeah, I was watching some stuff on PSA. I have been so glued to everything that's been going wrong in the TCG community. I've always hated PSA. I've spit on them a lot over the years, but I didn't even realize just how deeply corrupt the company was. Like, it's bad, and I've always known it's bad, but it's much worse than I thought.
PZPTCG on X.
No, you're thinking of a different thing. That was the lenticular. That was a more recent PSA scandal with the potential swap. I'll sum it up. The buyback scandal is it started here, really. A user realized that their 9s that PSA had bought back from them, he checked the cert and saw that they had actually got regraded to a 10. So, to break it down, PSA has a system where they make offers, where they will offer to buy back some of your cards. So they graded his cards at a 9, and then made an offer to buy the cards at a 9 at that value. And then they turned around and apparently regraded those 9s to a 10, and PSA sells these cards. PSA sells their cards. So like with the lenticular that I talked about, they sold a card for $45,000. So they actively engage in this market. So they have a huge incentive, a big conflict of interest, to lowball grades, make an offer, get the cards back for cheap, up the grade so they can sell it for more. So they double dip. You pay for the grading. And then they also have an upcharge. So if your card grades high and it's a very valuable card, they will charge you more, even though it doesn't take more work for them. So if you have a card, like a really valuable card, like let's say it grades and it's a card that's worth, fucking $250,000 is what it is. So you have like a base set to PSA 10 Charizard, first edition. They will upcharge you $10,000 for that grade, even though it didn't take them anything else to do. It didn't cost them more money to grade it. So if your card is more valuable, they charge you more for that. Now, just to really twist on your nipples here, the reasoning they give for the upcharge that the community has swallowed with a smile on their face is like, oh, it gets insured for that amount. And we look at the value of the card, so, it makes sense. It's to protect you, the customer. But there are so many obvious problems with this. The most obvious is not everyone that's grading cards is looking to immediately turn around and sell them. So let's say you send in a card that you really like, and it grades at a 10, and it's a really valuable card. You might not have any intention of selling that card, but it's very valuable, and now PSA is going to upcharge you hundreds, potentially thousands of dollars to get that card back. It's basically holding it ransom at that point. You can get your card back if you say, like, no, I'm not paying that. They'll send it back to you ungraded, but if you want the grade, which you sent it to them for, so I presume you want it, in order to get it, you have to pay that upcharge because that's the value and that's their policy. They upcharge you because it's to protect you with this insurance. But there's plenty of YouTubers that have gone over why this is a bit of a baloney souffle that they're serving you with that garbage. But the community has bent over for it, and it has become normalized at PSA. I think it is completely unacceptable. It doesn't take more work for PSA to grade higher value cards. The work is still the same, or at least it should be. It should be consistent no matter what the card is. There's no reason for this upcharge. There are plenty of other ways of protecting you, the customer. This one is just extraordinarily greedy, and it's not good for just normal people. Because, again, if you aren't looking to immediately sell that card at that value right away, you're just forking over a ton of clams just to get your card back in order to appreciate it in your collection. And here's another huge problem, one I also talked about on stream, but I'll just go ahead and reiterate it here. I'll just fucking fart it all out again instead of just show you the clips. Let's say you get a card graded, it grades at a 10, it's extremely expensive, now you pay $1,000 upcharge to PSA to get the card back, and you want to hold on to it for a little while, hoping that it goes up over time. But instead it fucking plummets. Like, let's say you send them a sports card, and by the way, sports card collectors don't take PSA seriously anymore because of just how egregious their absurdity is. But let's say you have a sports card, it grades high, right now it's worth thousands of dollars, so you have this upcharge, but then that player just fucking flops. Or maybe they get arrested or something. Like maybe you get a Wander Franco card or something. So now the value fucking eats shit, it's in the gutter, spiraling the toilet, and it's not worth what it was a few months ago when you got it graded. Well, you paid $1,000 upcharge at that price at the time, and now it's basically worthless. PSA doesn't refund you that, by the way. So now you lost even more money sending it to them to get graded and paying the upcharge. Like, it's just, I think it's a terrible system. It has so many flaws, and there's just much better ways of doing it that don't fuck the customer in their face. And also, I'm just fucking spitting, getting lost in the sauce immediately here because this is such like a passionate topic for me because I cannot believe PSA is still the top dog in the grading space here for TCGs mainly. I don't know why people keep going to PSA. It shouldn't be fetching the highest price. I think it is just got tons and tons of problems. I have had complete disdain for this company for many years now. This offers program they have, that should just immediately be having you run in the opposite direction. That should just have you go, whoa, yuck, ew, spit on it, and leave. Take your business elsewhere. Their offers program, as I briefly explained there, is PSA will grade your cards, and they will sometimes even make you an offer to buy those cards back because PSA is now a seller in this market. They also have third-party sellers, apparently, that they deal with for that, too. It is a huge conflict of interest that anyone can be able to smell the stink from a mile away. Now, even if in this buyback scandal it truly was a one-off, wacky, fringe situation like the PSA response seems to hint at. I don't think it was a good response, by the way. Not really a great excuse or anything. But even if it is a one-off thing, this does paint a very clear picture that there does exist a real incentive for PSA to lowball grades, make an offer to the person who might just be like, okay, you know what, fine, I'll take that offer. This cuts out the middleman. This seems convenient. I'll take that offer, even though, it's not exactly what I wanted. And then when PSA gets those cards back for cheap, they can then turn around and up the grade so that way they can sell it themselves for more, since they participate in this market with their own graded cards. Now, I don't know if that's actively happening often or anything, but it is obviously a conflict of interest because that is something that realistically can happen and potentially has. Who's really to say for sure? And PSA doesn't disclose why cards get the grade they do. It's just a source, trust me, bro. This is exactly what it is. Scientifically proven, by the way, with our secret recipe, the Krabby Patty secret formula of PSA grading, by the way. So there's no transparency with it. So to me, I just really feel like this whole offers program is very open to corruption here from PSA. It feels very fishy to me. Son of a bitch, I just thought of another thing I didn't yap about. Another thing that a lot of people are pointing out, because there are a chunk of TCG enthusiasts, sports cards in particular, that have totally swore off PSA and are boycotting it. And another thing that they listed as a grievance is how the upcharges, well, since there is a long processing period, sometimes cards will rise throughout that period. So a lot of times people will submit cards for grading, and it takes a long time for them to get the graded card back, and during that time, the price rises. So they go in there expecting one amount, right? Like they have an idea in their head on if this grades at this will probably be the maximum upcharge. Okay, that I can stomach. But sometimes the cards will rise throughout the processing period. And PSA charges you based on like the very end of it, at the very end, like after it has all risen, when you are about to get your card back. So if you submitted to them a month ago, 2 months ago, whatever, and a card just starts to fucking skyrocket, well, now you're on the hook for a huge upcharge by the time you get it back, which is always a shock to a lot of people that are submitting. Again, especially to the ones that aren't looking to turn around and sell it right away. So it is just a full-blown fucking awful experience, in my opinion, that for some reason people still willingly tolerate, because PSA is still the biggest in the grading space, even in spite of all of this overwhelming amount of like garbage you can find about their past and the allegations and the accusations and the scandals that they've been involved in. It blows my mind. Don't forget the part where they'll damage your cards and try to make you sign an NDA to not talk about it. That is again part of the lenticular one that I covered like a month ago, where they damaged this card, fucking torched it, and then wanted them to sign an NDA and lowballed them on what the value of the card was. It's a disgustingly scummy company. I have disliked PSA for very, very long, and I am constantly vindicated with every new thing I learn about them. Granted, these aren't super new. Like, this was being talked about 6 months ago. Buyback scandal was 4 months ago. Lenticular was like a month ago. Like, none of this is super new, but people keep using them. People continue to use PSA. Now, there are other grading companies in this space. None of them even come close to PSA. PSA is eating everyone's lunch when it comes to card grading. Even with all of this out there in the wild and known, people still continue to go to PSA. I personally believe it's because they were able to weasel their way into the mainstream consciousness of NFT and crypto bros that have flocked to this hobby to try and scalp and capitalize off it. So they see PSA in like previous sales and assume that that is the one that they have to commit to. As briefly mentioned on stream, most reputable sports cards players in this industry have abandoned PSA because there is no trust left with that company. Right now, it is mainly, from what I understand, TCG players in this industry that are choosing PSA, mainly Pokemon. They continue to go there. And again, I think it's because these aren't even really people that are in the hobby. They are just scalpers looking to immediately capitalize off of the hype and the hysteria of it. So they default to PSA. That's my personal theory on it. But there are alternatives. Now, full disclosure, I don't use any card grading services. I have a big distrust of them, where you just have to take them at their word that the grade is what they say it is, and you don't know why. The only one I've ever used is Beckett, and that's because for that skill check video we did a few months back where we had the Australian couple come down, where they had Father's Magic the Gathering collection, which had extremely rare Magic cards from Alpha, including the Alpha Black Lotus. We had that graded by Beckett because they wanted to sell it for life-changing amounts of money, and for that, it does need to be graded, so we went through Beckett for it. But even then, I still just don't like the idea of, here's the grade, and here's like a little bit about why it got that grade, because if you look at like the subs on it, it should have been a 9, and even the comment section with people who actively grade said that it probably should have been a 9 based on all of that, but yet it ended up at an 8.5, so it's just confusing, and I don't like that. I don't like that there's not a whole lot of transparency around these grades. You just have to trust the chef that they know best. So I'm not the biggest fan of grading in general, and I've made that clear over the years. But anyway, we started discussing the alternatives, and I'll just play some of those clips. It's not just PSA out there, contrary to popular belief. Do CGC or TAG do anything similar? I don't know shit about CGC. TAG is the most interesting to me because they use a machine to do it all, so you can actually see why your cards got the grade that they did versus just this nebulous concept of what maybe caused the grade. So I like that idea, but there's no consistency with TAG from what I've seen. You can have the same card graded 5 times through TAG and it's a different grade every time. There's a channel that had a good video on that. I think it was Java something. Yeah, here it is. Is TAG grading as consistent as they claim? Apparently PSA bought Beckett. No wonder the recent manga grading has no consistency or criteria. Yeah, PSA bought Beckett a while ago. But Beckett doesn't have nearly the amount of shit that PSA does. So I don't know if they've fully corrupted Beckett yet. I don't know enough about Beckett. I don't like grading in general. I don't think there's any grading companies out there right now that are truly, like, reliable. Opinion on other grading companies? Well, that's what I was just saying. I don't know shit about CGC. TAG has a good idea from taking out, like, the guessing element. Okay, here.
Today we are putting TAG Grading's biggest claims to the test. I cracked out 7 cards from different grading card companies to see what those cards would grade at TAG. A TAG 8, or if it has changed in grade. Let's check it out. Here we go. TAG 7. Interesting. So we went.
So there's no consistency with the machine they use right now. So he runs these cards through multiple times and gets different results.
Down a
which is, that's unacceptable. Especially if you're using a machine that's supposed to be so consistent. But what I like about the idea is that they show you everything. Why your card got the grade that it got. And it even gives you like the scans of the card and points out like all of the measurements and like what knocked it points. But it clearly gets it wrong and it's not consistent. The idea is good. The technology isn't there, or rather, I guess the company doesn't have the technology required to actually be consistent. But of all the grading companies, this one has the best idea. PSA, I think, is just beyond corrupt, top to bottom. There are so many scandals and so much garbage that you can pull from PSA. I would never trust them. Beckett, I know very little about. CGC, I know nothing about. But at the end of the day, outside of TAG, your card grade is totally just up to the person's mood that's grading it that day. And you never know why your cards grade at whatever they come back at. They don't tell you. You have to guess. And there could easily be some shady shit going on there where maybe they don't want a whole lot of 10s out there. Maybe you gave them a 10, but by having more 10s in the population, it's going to devalue the other 10s out there. So maybe they decide to give you a 9 instead. Like, there's just too much guesswork. I just wouldn't trust it. Especially since they sell their own graded cards, it invites corruption. Exactly, that's why I think the offers program is just completely unacceptable from PSA. It is so late right now, and I don't know if it's because of that I'm just like deliriously giggling at tons of things at the moment, but I just spent the last like 30 to 40 minutes in the wackiest rabbit hole I've been in quite some time. It's videos of people hurting themselves on punching bag machines. Now, before anyone gets the wrong idea, I'm not talking about like catastrophic life-changing injuries that's going to have someone in a full body cast like that guy from SpongeBob or anything. But I actually had a friend of mine break his thumb punching one of those, and I just assumed that is probably like the first of its kind. Like, he just made big oops-a-daisy and, you know, that's a rare occurrence. But after watching dozens of these videos, I almost feel like it's more rare to walk away unscathed. So I've got to show you some of these. Like, I know this is the kind of thing that your dad would send you in an email back in the early 2000s. Like, hey, check this shit out. Can you believe this? But I guess I'm just at that age now. I'm going to go ahead and start with one that looks really gnarly. Like, it looks like Tyreek Hill's injury here, but I'm pretty sure the lady was okay based on what I read there. But something that I noticed was extremely common is people throwing a punch and completely losing their balance and ending up in like a Peter Griffin death pose. It is shocking how many videos of that I've seen. This one is probably the epitome of that. In the pursuit of glory, no sacrifice is too great. R.I.P. to the old knees there. The camera cut away before you could see her high score. That definitely went 999 plus ultra. That shit probably blew up the fucking screen with how hard it was clobbered there. But my god, like, throwing a punch is something everyone thinks they can do until they actually try and throw like a full body, full force punch. Everyone just assumes it's like natural, but then you'll watch these videos and realize, no, there's like an art to it. Like, it's something that you think you can do because you'll like shadow box in the mirror and shit. But then the second you step up to like, you know, the old equalizer here, all of that goes out the window when you're trying to throw something with like the most force you can muster. And everyone like fucking Popeye the Sailor Man's it. It's wild to me. That right there is another thing I saw a lot of. People like going for the Happy Gilmore approach and they just like ragdoll themselves at the machine. So that didn't even feel like a punch. She went for like a Superman flying away type motion, like one of these. And then she just fucking like potato sacks herself past the machine. I'm spitting everywhere, but like I've actually been giggling about this shit, man. It's crazy. Like I know I've entered unk status. That's how I know for sure. Because now I'm over here laughing hard at this shit. But like, it's just so fascinating to me. Like, the biomechanics are just something that feels so primal. Like, it should be deeply embedded in like the DNA of human beings to know how to like come up there and like throw a punch. That's like the first thing that we did as cavemen, I imagine, is start punching things. And yet, over the many, many, many years, it's become less of a necessity. And now you have situations like this arising where when trying to throw a powerful punch, someone will just go for like a fucking cross body blocker. Look like Markiplier from that gif where he like jumps at his phone like this.
He got real serious.
I accidentally recorded my own audio in there, so you heard my goofy ass laugh come in briefly after watching this for like the fucking 10th time. Everything that could go wrong did go wrong there. Now, she didn't use the machine in its intended way. You know, mess around with the machine at your own peril. You should be stepping up there taking it very seriously, because, Jesus Christ, it looks like it could be life or death. Like, that fall right there, that, like, could have been bad. So, like, she goes for this crazy, like, you know, big high kick, and then she gets airborne, and her flip-flop flies off and blasts the back wall, and then she can just, like, instantly hits the deck with no, like, stopping herself at all. Like, she didn't have her arm out to stop herself, which probably ended up for the best, because maybe that would have been worse, like breaking the wrist or something. But, like, she could have easily, like, landed on her head or something. But, man, that was a crazy high kick on the punching bag. It's a shame that we didn't get to see the force that was put on there. I didn't get to see the score that she was able to accumulate off that blow.
Go on, Dan.
This is also something I saw extremely often. People missing the bag entirely and just hitting the machine itself. Now, I'm not showing you every single one of them I've watched. I'm just showing you, like, what I consider to be the best representation of the common trends I saw at the punching bag machine. So, people, like, just completely missing it or swinging fully through and just hitting the machine and, like, hurting themselves. This guy, though, that was an absolute fucking wallop that he delivered to the machine. I'm very impressed with the plexiglass that it didn't just evaporate. That was actually a really strong punch there. And even he was concerned. He started, like, throwing his arms out like, "Oh, are you okay?" as he fell over. Now, some of these I couldn't find with original audio, only like meme songs and meme sound effects, which, PSA, that shit just makes it worse. There has never been a single video I've watched that I think was elevated by the TikTok meme song of the week or like meme sound effects. Like, just the original audio is so much better. But anyway, that right there is something there's a lot of, where people go up to the punching bags and end up hitting themselves. And, like, I don't know how that's possible. I guess they start their punch so far back and then they, like, bring it forward and hit themselves. That happened a few times. And I know you think I'm exaggerating with that one because, at least for me, that was the most unbelievable one, like, punching yourself while doing this. But let me just show you a few, because, like I said, it was very common. The one where the guy throws the punch and then Beyblades himself, that one had me howling. That was incredible. I think there's a small chance that that was just a little theatrical performance there, because I genuinely don't know how that's possible. Like, he almost does like a ballerina pirouette there. Like, I don't know. It's based on how many people I've seen hurt themselves on this punching machine, I think it's very likely legitimate. Now, I don't want to blabber about this too long, but I will show you the one that actually started this rabbit hole. And it wasn't one I was laughing at, actually. It was one where I felt really, really bad for the lady in it, because I do think she probably did hurt herself, despite what I read in the comments. I think she probably did end up injuring herself. I don't know how she wouldn't, after how her ankle bends here. I won't replay it or anything for you. It actually does seem pretty gruesome. It bends under her and then bends out to the side with her whole weight on top of it, and she like grabs it, clearly in pain. So I do think she probably did get an injury there. Like, that seems like it could have been a broken ankle. But I read in the comments that apparently she was just trying to like ham it up and be silly for the camera and like the audience that she had there. But I don't know, man. I don't know how you act that. Like, unless she has the most flexible ankles on earth, like it's just made out of jello or something. But yeah, anyway, that was the one that started me down this rabbit hole, and it was one where I like actually just felt horrible for the person, and it just had me curious, like, how often does this happen on punching machines? The answer was very often. So yeah, I guess warning to everyone out there about to use a punching machine. Really think it through. Like, think about the biomechanics of throwing a punch so you don't end up hurting yourself. And I'd say definitely don't try and, like, go for a home run. Maybe just be satisfied with, like, a mid 500 to 600 power on the machine. You don't need to go for the 999. It's not going to guarantee you that you get laid or something like that. So maybe it's just not worth the risk where you end up blowing out your fucking knee, your ankle, your ACL, your DVD, your BBL, your VHS. Like, it's probably just not worth the injury. Unless you know how to throw a punch. And in that case, hey, go hog wild. Or, if you don't know how to throw a punch and still want to go hog wild, I'm not your fucking dad. You do what you want. Anyway, I've been giggling about quite a few of these for a while, and I just had to yap about it. That's it. See ya.
Strangers Chapter 2 came out. Did you even know that? Hopefully not. I imagine you didn't, and I apologize for even putting this on your radar. They made a sequel to Strangers Chapter 1, which was abhorrent. I can't even remember if I made a review spitting on it. I don't even know if I even bothered to take the time insulting that movie or not. I might have, might not have. It's all a blur to me now. But turns out they've made a sequel to it. They've made the inexplicable decision to make a sequel to that super stinker. And not only that, turns out it's a trilogy. At the end of this movie, they even have a montage sizzler reel giving you the little breadcrumbs for Chapter 3. It is so silly. I really thought Nick Fury was about to pop on screen and recruit Maya to the Avengers. Maya being the survivor of Strangers Chapter 1, The Attack. I don't say this lightly, but we might be witnessing the worst trilogy in horror movies. And only one question needs to be asked. Why? Why would you even make this in the first place? The first Strangers movie, the original, is a banger. I really like that film. Strangers Chapter 1 is irredeemable dog shit. And Strangers Chapter 2 completely wipes its ass with everything that made the original good. You see, in the original... I just dropped a you see like Darman here. But it is this profound. In the original Strangers, one of the most horrifying moments is when
they are asked, when the main character asks the strangers why they're doing this. Why are you torturing us? Why are you going to kill us? What is the point? What are you doing this for? And they respond saying, because you were home. That's it. You don't get a Naruto flashback to the strangers explaining what led them to this moment, why they turned out this way. You don't get any tiddlywinks of lore about these characters at all. It's this message here. That's all you get. Because you were home. Letting the viewer know that these are just unhinged psychopaths that are doing this just because they felt like it, and this couple happened to be there at the time. It is such an effective scene. Strangers Chapter 1 was horrible, but it did at least keep intact the strangers just being like, you know, faceless nobodies doing something because they clearly have a love for it, and they gave their own spin, their fucking remix on Because You Were Home, and butchered it. Stranger Chapter 2, though, completely takes the Strangers concept and flushes it down the shitter. This movie dedicates a pretty substantial chunk of its short runtime to fleshing out one of the strangers. Well, two of the strangers, giving you their backstory. Which is the antithesis to what these films are supposed to be about in the first place. So, of course, we're going to get into spoilers. This is your warning. Movie sucks. You're not missing anything. I wouldn't recommend it. It's not even like fun bad. It's just kind of a slog. Even though it's only like an hour and a half, it feels longer because it's just not good. And I saw the lead actress here come out and say, like, the best films are often polarizing. And I understand that you can't just come out and just, you know, start pissing on the movie that you're in. You're supposed to promote it, but the best films are polarizing. It's not polarizing. No one likes this movie. And plus, this is not part of, like, the best films. You know, this trilogy isn't going to be talked about in the same breath as, you know, fucking Lord of the Rings or something like that. But anyway, Strangers Chapter 2 picks up pretty much immediately where Chapter 1 leaves off, where Maya has just been the victim of the Strangers' attack. Her fiancé was killed right in front of her, and she just barely survived, and now she's recovering in the hospital. And we immediately meet one of the strangers, unmasked. It's the waitress from the diner, Shelley. And then we get, throughout the film, like 20, 25-ish minutes dedicated to showcasing her childhood. And it turns out she was just born evil. She snaps the neck of a rat. She's obsessed with this boy who is like, has this girl that follows him around, so she gets really jealous and eventually kills that girl being Tamra. Which, if you've seen Chapter 1, first of all, my condolences, what a waste of your time. Lord, help us, I hope you don't see Chapter 2. Hopefully, me explaining this here will paint a good enough picture you won't feel, you know, the need to spend money on this piece of shit. But anyway, that's Tamra, and so she kills Tamra, and now every time the strangers go out and kill, she starts by saying, is Tamra there? In reference to that moment from her childhood. And that boy in the flashbacks is pretty obviously the guy in the scarecrow mask. So we get like 20, 25 minutes just showing that she's evil. That's it. But that undoes the whole concept of the strangers just being like these psychopaths you know nothing about, never learn anything about, and they're just doing this because, well, who really knows? They're just doing it because they want to. Here, you're getting so much backstory and shit. They're actually setting this up like it's supposed to be some kind of like Marvel universe here for the strangers. It sucks. I really hated that direction. But not only that, the movie itself is just not good. I will say, though, the best part of it was the beginning where Maya's in the hospital and the strangers are alerted that she survived. Well, they then make it their mission to go out and finish the job. But before doing that, Maya's talking to the sheriff and like the other officer, and they're fucking weirdos. Like, the sheriff is a freak. He's talking to Maya about, like, what she encountered. He's like, maybe your memory's a little foggy. You did almost die, you know. It's pretty clear they're setting him up to be, like, this creepy presence who is clearly involved with the strangers in some shape or form. My guess is one of them is, like, you know, his daughter or his son. So he, like, actively works to cover up their murders, which is a core component to the story that they sprinkle in here and there about how this town has all these murders that get covered up. And, yeah. So he's clearly involved. They make that very obvious from the get-go. But they also set up, like, this whole town might be involved. There could be, anyone could be the strangers. So Maya's being hunted in the hospital. The hospital is fucking ginormous, by the way, like probably the size of the town, it feels like, with the amount of rooms she goes through and hallways she runs down. And somehow the strangers have like fast travel throughout this film. So even when she ends up in like the fucking basement, like in the middle of nowhere, one of the strangers just happens to be there. Like she's just already there. Why would she be there? You knew that she was in one of the hospital beds. Why the fuck would you like fan out to like the basement garage? And that happens a lot where she like ends up in the woods at one point, and somehow the strangers, these are giant woods by the way, but somehow the strangers are always like right on her tail, like only a few yards away, even though they never saw where she went or even knew that she ended up in the woods in the first place like that. Like, it's just crazy to me how they're like this omniscient presence. Like, they are constantly able to find her in the middle of fucking nowhere. It's like they actually have a UAV online or something. Or like in Mario Kart, like rubber banding, where like they can always catch up to you. It's so baffling. But anyway, the best sequence is in the hospital where she's like running away from the strangers. I actually thought they did a good job of like building up some tense moments where the guy with the axe is coming through and she's trying to like outsmart him by hiding. But then it's always undercut by her making like a really stupid decision. So like she completely evades him at one point, and then while he's still like within earshot, she starts to like crawl away and she like blasts a wrench with her knee. So then obviously he hears that, goes over and starts throwing barrels around. Anyway, Maya manages to get out of the hospital. Axe guy butchered like 2 people. And then she ends up in the woods. Well, actually, yeah, she ends up in the woods. Somehow the strangers are like able to track her in the woods. Like I mentioned, I guess they could just fucking smell her from miles away or something. So they're tracking her. She eventually winds up on a road where a car is coming, and it's one of the people from the hospital. And she stops, lets her in, and it's her, another woman, and then 2 other dudes are just walking on the road randomly in this pouring down rain. They're like, oh, it just happens to be our roommates. What are you guys doing? They're like, yeah, fucking, he calls him Dick Stain. Dick Stain forgot the keys or something to the truck, so now we're walking home. It's like, well, hop in, you know, and they turn it into a clown car, so now they're sandwiching Maya in the backseat, and these 2 guys are obviously very creepy, and they're setting them up to be very creepy. So the whole idea is anyone in this car could be one of the strangers. Maya starts freaking out because she thinks she's in danger. The guy next to her has like a smiley face tattoo on his neck, and he's really shifty. It's very clearly trying to nudge the viewer that this is probably the Scarecrow, and I thought it was a red herring, but I'm actually pretty sure it is just the main Scarecrow guy, because at the end of the film, the big reveal, like with the Tamara flashback, is Shelley and that boy draw a smiley face out of blood, out of Tamara's blood, and this guy just happens to have that same smiley face tattoo on his neck. And also, he's never there when the axe guy comes through, the Scarecrow guy. So I think it probably is just that guy, but it feels just too obvious. But I also think this movie is just that shitty that they probably will just make it very obvious and not even try to subvert your expectations. But anyway, I'm getting so lost just like yapping about this fucking thing, just blabbering on. She's in the backseat with these 2 guys. She's freaking out. The other guy is, he's also weird. She grabs a knife that one of the girls was using to cut an apple with. She grabs a knife, jumps out of the moving vehicle, runs back into the forest, and then the strangers are starting to track her again. She goes like survivalist mode. She makes a fire and everything. She drinks some water from a nearby like stream, and then she gets attacked by a wild boar. Well, I guess not wild per se. It's semi-domesticated because the axe guy, well, it turns out when he was a kid, we get this from the flashbacks, he could like mind control boars. I say mind control, but like he's able to, he's like the boar whisperer, so he can like talk to the wild pigs and have them do his bidding. So he goes to a shed, unlocks the shed, and then that boar finds Maya, and then it becomes like the Revenant for a little bit. Like it is actually straight up just like the Revenant. So she's getting attacked by the boar, bitten by the boar and shit, and then she has to stab and kill the boar. She does. She's extremely injured, again, because obviously she just got attacked by this fucking boar. But she's able to muscle her way through the forest and end up back at the house from the Chapter 1 film. It's all cautioned off because there was a grisly murder that happened there, but she's able to take some refuge in there for all of like 45 seconds, and then some guy shows up, and it turns out he like shows her a badge. He's Internal Affairs, who's investigating the sheriff for his like covering up of all the murders that are happening in town. He just comes out of nowhere, by the way. I don't know why he ended up at this house. No one is at this house. It's all cautioned off. I don't know why he wouldn't go to like the town and like the police station itself to conduct like the investigation and everything. But he just randomly ends up at this house. He finds Maya, immediately recognizes that Maya is one of the victims. Like, oh my God, I'm going to help you. I'm going to do everything I can to help you. Here, get in my truck. We're going to get into town. And then as she gets in the truck, he gets sniped by a crossbow from one of the strangers. So he was in actually maybe like 15 seconds worth of film there. So now she has a truck, she drives away, but it got hit by a crossbow, and now it's like breaking down, and it crashes, it runs out of juice right at the house from that woman from before, and the roommates and everything. It's their house. So she collapses at the door, they stitch her up, fix her, get her back together, and then that guy with the smiley face tattoo, his name is Gregory, and this guy is like the biggest. I cannot stress this enough. He is like what a Redditor thinks is cool. He is so fucking cringe. I had to write this down. I didn't take too many notes during this movie because it's just so bland and boring. But Gregory is bafflingly cringe. So, when she gets up out of bed, notices that she's been stitched up, she walks out of her room and meets Gregory, who's chugging a bottle of alcohol. And he's just immediately like going back and forth. He's like, oh, you like my tattoo, don't you? Yeah, it's a cool tattoo. We had a little like church retreat, and we all got tattoos and stuff. Like what you're supposed to do and stuff. You like this tattoo, don't you? I know you like this. Yeah, you do. I know you do. And then like he's just being so weird, and Maya just says that's cool. And then the others come in, the other roommates are like, Gregory, stop being such a creep. And he's like, gah, whatever. So then he like storms off behind her to the door right next to her, or to the door behind her. Slams it, says fuck, and then turns on rock and roll music on his fucking boombox. It is so embarrassing. Like, it's so bad. I cannot believe they actually did that unironically, and it wasn't even played off as like a joke or anything. It was awful. But I'm also pretty sure that is just the Scarecrow guy. I don't think that they're gonna try and make him a red herring. It's probably just him. It's so dumb. It's so fucking dumb. Anyway, though, after that encounter with Gregory, she goes back to her room to rest. Gregory storms off, fucking hammered, gets in his car, drives away, and the roommates, they then get attacked by the strangers. So both of them get killed, and then the two female strangers are trying to break into Maya's room. One of them is actually behind her. Maya had no idea she got flanked. And instead of the stranger killing Maya, she instead starts singing "Rock-a-bye baby on the treetop," trying to be like really creepy. And then Maya had a pair of scissors, so she turns around and stabs her. The only reason Maya gets away at all in this film is because the strangers are so fucking bad at what they're doing. Like, they're not even doing it as part of like their game or whatever. They're just like genuinely stupid people. So she gets stabbed, and then she runs and locks herself in the bathroom, and then the strangers just leave. It's like, oh, I got stabbed like in the shoulder. I'm gonna go home. I gotta get this checked out. So they just leave. So Maya just waits in there for a couple minutes. Diagros leaves, and then an ambulance is there because an ambulance was sent to pick up Maya. And she gets in the ambulance, and it turns out the strangers didn't fully leave. They were waiting to ambush her. So Shelley is in that ambulance, and now they're fighting. And it's really an easy fight. Maya, who has been mauled by a boar, stabbed, beaten up, absolutely, beyond repair, probably tons of broken bones, ouchies, lacerations, can hardly walk, is able to easily overpower Shelley and stab her in the head, killing her. Or so you thought. As Maya's driving away in the ambulance, Shelley gets up and starts strangling her with the seatbelt, so then Maya flips the ambulance, which kills Shelley. And then Maya watches as the Scarecrow guy and the other female stranger pull up in their truck and see that Shelley is dead. They unmask her and he starts fucking crying over her corpse. And then you get that last flashback I mentioned with that smiley face after killing Tamra. And that's Strangers Chapter 2, setting up for Chapter 3 where she's going to kill the other two strangers. It sucks. Really does. I don't know what they were thinking making this movie. Well, making these movies. I don't know why they made Chapter 1. I understand even less why they made Chapter 2. And I really cannot fathom why they are making Chapter 3. Apparently these were filmed back to back to back.
Like, they really banked on this being, like, successful, like, people being very invested in this, but I don't know how anyone could possibly be invested in these movies. Anyway, that's really about it. Yep. The Mummy is my favorite movie of all time. The Mummy Returns is my second favorite movie ever. And one thing I've learned is that the real Mummy's curse is the fact that they just can't seem to make any other good mummy movies. Tomb of the Dragon Emperor was weak, but not terrible. Tom Cruise The Mummy was terrible. And now Lee Cronin's The Mummy is just eh. First and foremost, this has nothing to do with the Mummy franchise at all. There's not even a single tiddlywink of an Easter egg. Not that I need to glup shitto out at the screen going, oh, I get that reference, or anything. I just want to make it known that this is completely separate from any Mummy movies. This is a totally standalone film, and it bears no resemblance to anything in the Mummy franchise. What it does bear resemblance to, though, is Evil Dead Rise. I would even say that this is Evil Dead Rise with a new skin. Lee Cronin made Evil Dead Rise. I really like that movie. This steals its flow bar for bar, beat for beat. And a lot of people are praising that, like, oh, this was very Evil Dead Rise-esque. For me, I like Evil Dead Rise. I don't want to just see it done again with a new coat of paint. And I'm not just being harsh and exaggeratory. There are identical scenes in here that were present in Evil Dead Rise. For instance, I don't want to get too deep into spoilers off rip, so here's like a little spoiler warning. When they're going over the mummy's origin and like what's going on here, they even play a tape that I'm pretty confident is even the same voice actor they used in Evil Dead Rise when they play the recording about the book and what all of that means. It's the exact same lore dump moment, basically 1-to-1. And there's multiple scenes just like that, including the same exact scares that were in Evil Dead Rise. Even identical, gross out, yucky moments. Oh, whoa. Like pretty much exactly the same here as it was in Evil Dead Rise. So I don't think this movie is bad, but it really is a been there, done that, because we literally saw Lee Cronin go there and do it a couple years back with Evil Dead Rise. This feels like a cash grab. It felt like he just wanted to go into, his bag of comfort and deliver something very standard and generic. So it's just a little disappointing. Now I want to get into some bigger spoilers, so here's your larger spoiler warning. So the entire film revolves around a family, and the daughter of this family gets kidnapped by a creepy woman who's using some kind of a spell, and then fast forward 8 years, they couldn't find her, but then a sarcophagus turns up after a plane crash, and in that sarcophagus is their daughter. Except something's very wrong with her daughter. She is really out of it, and a lot of very creepy, scary things start to happen when they bring her home. Spoiler alert. She's possessed by the spirit of a demon, basically, and in order to keep the demon from going hog wild on the world, they had to mummify it, and they needed a new host, and that's what their daughter was. But all hell breaks loose when that plane crash happens, and she gets freed from the tomb. There's also another character that's introduced as kind of like a side quest, who is a detective that really wants to help, and she's never been able to actually find anyone alive. Katie is the first person that they found alive, and it means a lot to her, but something has clearly gone cattywampus, and so the family, well, the husband, Charlie, is communicating with her and letting her know something's wrong, and we need to figure out, like, what happened to her, like, what did she go through? We have to know, solve the mystery. So then the side plot happens where she's solving the mystery of that mummy, that demon, and then it leads to finding this group that imprisons this demon in human vessels and has been doing so 82 times now. It's not really like a bad story per se, but it's a very standard one that isn't the most unique or anything like that. And it's unfortunately riddled with the biggest horror movie trope of just characters being dumb. Charlie is quick to recognize shit's all awry. Like, this is not right. Something's going on, and he's trying to figure out the mystery. And he even suggests, like, hey, we need to maybe get her somewhere where she can get specialized treatment after she fucking headbutts the grandmother and starts peeling off her own skin and, beating up the whole family and that kind of thing. But the mom is like, no, I'm not doing that. We need to actually protect her this time around since we failed last time, which I can understand that. I definitely do get that. I don't think that's bad writing or anything. I think that's totally fine. But when the bad decisions start happening is once the demon starts to free itself slightly, it literally starts possessing the other members of the family, the kids. So like the other daughter and the brother, she possesses them. And there's even a funeral where they live at their grandmother's house. The demon kills the grandmother, throws her out of the window. Coyotes then eat her body. This all happens in front of Charlie and the son, and the other daughter is already possessed, so she is laughing, watching her grandmother get eaten to death by coyotes in gory, brutal fashion. And then it fast forwards to them having a funeral in the same house with Katie and everyone still there, the daughter still possessed, and that's... Get this, things go wrong. Then Katie goes to the corpse of the grandmother, bites it. The guests are throwing up and vomiting. The other daughter is pulling her teeth out, bloody, bruised, and biting someone else, ripping his ear off. And then it fast forwards again, and they're still in that house. Like, they still just don't leave, and they don't do anything to solve it. They just sit there and wait. What the fuck? They're just like, man, that was weird. That's not how those are supposed to go. That was odd. All right, let's calm down. Let's clean everything up here. And they just leave like the coffin turned over on the grandmother, and they stay there and just do nothing. There's just so many bad decisions is the point I'm making with that. But anyway, like I said, it's very similar to Evil Dead Rise down to what the demon can do with possessing the other kids. So the other kids start, ripping their teeth out, attacking the parents with a baseball bat. And then the grandmother gets possessed, like her body dancing around like a puppet. It is all very Evil Dead Rise, and it has my least favorite, like, nails on a chalkboard cringe horror possession shit where the demon starts talking shit. But, like, it's really, like, I'm talking middle schooler on Xbox Live type of shit talking. So, like, the daughter's possessed, and at school she calls the teacher a bad word, and then she's just always like, fuck you, doing that while possessed, and then the demon's doing like deep voice stuff. You're a bitch! A bitch! And then like when the grandmother is possessed by the demon, then it's like, oh, you wanna fuck me? Well, come fuck me. Ha 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 ha. It's just, I hate it. It's so, that cliche is so cringe. I can't believe it still gets used unironically. Oh, and then it does another massive cliche where it shows how powerful the demon is, actually force blasting the grandmother out of the window and summoning coyotes to eat her. And then when it's the final showdown, all the demon can do is very slowly crawl. And this is after the demon has fully freed itself from its bindings. It's fully unleashed, and the best it can do is just crawl and talk shit. You're a bitch. You're not getting your daughter back. Ha 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 ha. And then, when it actually like gets in position to attack, all it can do is slap. Like, actually slap box, like a cat swatting. But it's not even drawing blood or anything. So, like, the husband, the father, Charlie, is, like, gripping as the investigator who's learned about, like, the curse and everything and learned the words that they use to bind. Somehow she memorized all of the words. Then she starts reciting the words as the daughter's being held and just slapping. Instead of using any of the powers, the demon just sits there slapping, going, no! And then they bind the spirit to Charlie. And then, I actually do like this ending. I like what they did at the very end. When you think it's over, and it's like a somewhat happy ending, but bittersweet because they do still have the demon bound to their father, well, they then end up binding that demon to the woman who started all of this by kidnapping Katie. They go to her and put the demon onto her in order to free Charlie from it, so the family's all about to get back together, and the lady who inflicted this curse upon them is now the one that has to bear it. I actually liked the ending. I thought that was... I didn't expect that. I actually thought that was kind of clever. But overall, like I said, I don't think the movie's bad. it's definitely not boring. That's the best compliment I can give it. I wasn't bored. It is constantly trying to unnerve you with gross and gory imagery, and there's always something happening with like a jump scare or something going on. So like it's entertaining. Like I don't regret going to see it. I had higher expectations though. Like I would hope for like an evolution of like, you know, crafting it further as opposed to just being content doing like the same thing again that he did with Evil Dead Rise. But I don't think this was like a terrible movie or anything like that. Though if you have seen Evil Dead Rise, you've seen like 50% of this movie already. Because like I said, it recycles a lot from that one. In imagery, in scenes, even in story moments as well, kind of. It uses some of the same shit. It's just, I don't know. I would have expected more here, so I'm disappointed with it. I think a lot of people are probably going to be satisfied because it is just constantly gory and constantly something trying to disturb you. And maybe that's all it needs to do in order to be successful. I don't know. I just would have liked to see something more than that. Anyway, that's really about it. So,
No, I'm not the lead singer of Escape the Fate from 2009, though I do look like him at this point in my hair growth cycle. It's me, Charlie, the ace reporter on all things video games. I debated making this video for the last couple days, and I just decided, fuck it, I kinda do want to talk about it. I'm not a massive gamer anymore. I don't sit down and pump the dick into games like I used to. Now don't get me wrong, don't misconstrue my words. I definitely do still get down dirty like a fucking grease goblin sometimes, snorting Dorito dust and injecting G Fuel in the veins, getting after some fat grinds in certain games, but it's not quite to the level that it used to be at for me. That being said, I still keep up with almost everything video game related. I'm still very passionate about the industry and the craft. I mean, I still have video game themed wet dreams and shit like that. Like, none of that changes. But what I want to talk about today is the internet demands video games always have a deep meaning or be politically charged and motivated, be socially conscious and socially aware of everything that's going on. And I think that's really detrimental to video games as a whole. It's no longer enough for a video game to just be fun. In fact, I'd argue to the internet, fun is secondary to the meaning and the political message behind the game, and I think that sucks some fat, filthy butthole. That makes every game uninteresting to me. I think politics is very unenjoyable as a topic. I don't get political. I never get political. I think it's a very boring world. There's no entertainment to be had. It does nothing but isolate people, lead to arguments. It's not fun. Politics is never something fun. And video games, at their core, were always meant to be a fun escape from reality, a fun time investment, just fun in general. And now, making every game so politically motivated, it makes it not fun. And the internet makes it even deeper than that, where if you don't like a certain game, it somehow gives people the impression that you're some politically charged loser, or you're not a politically charged loser, and thus you're a loser for not enjoying the politics in the video game. You not liking a game now is an indication of what side of the spectrum you're on politically. That's so fucking pathetic. I think making and demanding games conform to what you personally believe is really sad, and it really holds games back. Not that I think if we didn't have politics, games would have reached this level where we're traveling to Mars to play the newest VR, AR experience or anything, but games wouldn't be so samey. Most video games that come out these days follow the same formulas, and for the most part deliver the same messages. I can take or leave the message. There are games that I believe should have powerful messages, ones that are intended to, but for the most part, games are just supposed to be fun, and I'm not there to dive deep, feel something in the real world, a thought-provoking experience where I'm jerking off in front of a candle and really reflecting on the game's message and themes. That's not what I play games for. I'm there to have a good time. Now, why I'm bringing this up is because a channel called Extra Credit released this video called Stop Normalizing Nazis. This video is an objectively large pile of dog shit. It is a horrible video no matter how you spin it. Their message is very clear. Basically, in this video, what they're saying is the old debate of video games cause violence, but they spin it as video games cause Nazis. These people are so fucking shameless, they go as far as to compare playing as a terrorist in Counter-Strike to making people into terrorists in the real world. It's really sad and pathetic. And no one agreed with their message. Even the most politically charged gamers disagreed with how they framed their message. But this made me realize just how ingrained politics and social shit are in the video game industry, and I think it's just not good. I think it's ass. I think it's just straight hairy ass that video games have become so synonymous with politics and social shit that it's, you feel the need to make a video called Stop Normalizing Nazis and using fucking Counter-Strike of all things as an example for how it's a bad thing and that you play as a terrorist in a fucking fictional video game. Their arguments in this video suck. They say, you don't opt in to play as a terrorist when you play Counter-Strike. Well, yeah, you do. You fucking bought the game. You know that it's terrorists versus the counter-terrorists. So you opted in by buying the game, by playing the game. They have no argument here. It's really shitty. It's just this really agenda-pushing piece of shit that doesn't work no matter how you look at it. But that's the video game industry as a whole. The more you look at it, the more you'll, read from a reviewer that the negatives they give a game are almost 9 times out of 10 about the message of the game or the politics of the game, and how the reviewer didn't agree with the main character not being who they wanted the main character to be or be associated with the group they wanted the character to be associated with, and how it was a missed opportunity that the character's a muscly man instead of a skinny man or something dumb like that. Like these really nitpicky things, how they want everything in their life reflected in their video game. Why do you want that? Why do you want your fictional piece of entertainment to reflect the sad real world? That fucking sucks. Who wants that? That's like going to sleep and dreaming of doing your taxes. When you dream, you want to be flying around like Superman, firing lasers from your fucking eyes, bench pressing 700 pounds, and, fucking supermodels. You don't want to go to sleep and you're in your high school classroom taking a goddamn math test again. It's stupid to want that from a piece of fictional entertainment. It's really dumb, and it holds the whole goddamn thing back because developers like CD Projekt Red is a good example, how they got attacked for Cyberpunk 2077 that's not even out yet. Just this whole laundry list of social problems that they noticed with the game or things that were missing or they felt were missing from the game. So then CD Projekt Red had to go back, allocate a whole bunch of time and resources to make everyone happy that the game is so socially aware of everything in the world that's going on right now to try and make everyone that exists on the internet happy. So all that time they spent doing that could have been spent making the game more fun, making more quest lines or stories for more characters. It feels like to me it holds developers back, it holds games back, and I just don't get the purpose. Why does everything, and I guess it's not even just games, but everything these days has to be so deep and politically driven that it's sickening? And that if it's not deep or politically driven, fucking John Wick got shit on because there wasn't enough politics or social issues addressed in the fucking movie. As if you're going to a movie like John Wick looking to have your goddamn ideals reflected or having a thought-provoking message delivered down your urethra. It makes no sense to me. I don't know why people want the fictional shit to be reflective of the real world. It should be totally separate. It shouldn't be held to this standard where it needs to be powerful or deep. I think it all just needs to be fun. It needs to be entertaining, but that's secondary now, and I think that's a goddamn shame, and I just wanted to vent about it because that goddamn extra credit video was so insultingly bad that it made me open my fucking third eye, made me see the strings that hold this universe together, and made me want to complain about some video game trends. Oh yeah, and also the community manager for extra credits is a big asshole. They go on Twitter and they're celebrating the fact that Extra Credits YouTube channel is losing thousands of subscribers. They have the audacity to go on Twitter and say they are happy they're losing subs because it means less bigots are watching their content. And they double down saying we're celebrating the sub loss with wine because we're losing all these bigots. That's so fucked up. And that's just another thing in the video game world. If you disagree, you're a racist, you're a bigot, you're a bad person because you disagree with whatever message was delivered in the video game or even the video about a video game. It's just unreal. You're not losing bigots. You're losing people that thought the video was really shittily done, which it is. It's a really bad video. Even people that do agree with your message, and I don't imagine there's so many people that agree playing a terrorist in Counter-Strike makes you a terrorist, but even lunatics that do agree with that shit on your video because it's a bad video. And to call them bigots, that's just biting the dick that feeds you. I just don't understand. Well, I don't know why they made the video, and I don't know why they're doubling down so hard defending it. Just roll over and admit it's bad. No matter how you look at it, it's a shit video. And you celebrating like this just makes you all look like the biggest douchebags. It's just stupid. I guess the video game spectrum online is fucking wild right now, and I think it's a really toxic environment full of just a lot of bad shit that nothing good comes from it. And it makes video games as a whole and gamers a lot shittier. And that's just my take on the situation. That's about it. So yeah.
What's up everybody, it's Critical. I'm playing a titty simulator. It's called Opie Simulator. Let's do this shit. What are our options here? Let's increase the size. There we go, a little flick of the titties. Yeah. It fucking looks like a water balloon that's suffering from depression. Decrease the size, there we go. That looks more like a titty if it was drawn on a chalkboard. What the fuck is this propaganda? That's not a titty. That's a pencil eraser. Or a shoestring in between two magnets. There we go, that's more like a titty. Let there be light. We just went from something to something better. There's fucking color now. There we go. Let's move the nipple, adjust its position. There we go, that's perfect. In case you had a rough day playing in the pig pen, you can just blast your feet off with some milk, clean them. Let's move it up. There we go, the optimal setup in case you're hungry or thirsty. You can just shoot milk into your mouth. Fuck buying brand name milk, you can be your own supplier. Let's put the nipple back in its resting position. What else do we have here? Pressure? Time to turn that bitch up. Yeah, there we go. 10,000 Pascal. Oh shit! The titty's vibrating, I increased the size a little bit, and now it's got a fucking jackhammer shoved in it. It needs more pressure. And it needs more size. It's like we're looking at bacteria under a microscope. You need to go back to your home. There we go. Good as new. Alright, let's put the nipple back. And there we go. Time to add more pressure in this bitch. Oh, this is incredible. This is what happens when you put Jello on a subwoofer. Fuck, it's spiraling out of control. The nipple needs to stabilize the titty. Stabilize, you son of a bitch. Oh, shit. She's being bludgeoned by her own titty. If this woman decides to press charges, then the judge certainly would have their work cut out for them. This titty has lost its identity. It is no longer recognizing itself as a titty. What about adding size to the equation? This is incredible! It's like she's fucking firing a spotlight from her chest. Oh, fuck. The titty is receding back into her. Oh, fucking incredible! Rene Descartes would be proud. This titty thinks, therefore it is. This woman is a real fucking champ. This titty is stabbing her, probably making her lose her appetite, and yet it doesn't even faze her. This titty is over 320,000 Pascal, and yet she is maintaining her composure. That is remarkable pressure, but it doesn't bother her. Her chin is really getting to know her titty. What the fuck just happened? The pressure's still going up, but the titty is stuck. Has it left the physical realm? Fuck it. I'm gonna keep adding pressure till I hit 1,000,000. Then, and only then, will we know what came first, the chicken or the egg. 980,000. We are almost there. We are almost to 1,000,000. 995,000. 1,000,000. There it is. 1,000,000 pounds of pressure, and it is still not enough to break her titty out of stasis. Oh, fucking shit! I almost blew her titties off with my sneeze. It looks like a fucking pie chart. How about some really fucking low pressure? Let's see what that does to a titty. Not a fucking thing. There we go. Looks like a soggy omelet. Can I move it with the mouse? Come on. Stop being limp, you titty. Be a titty. Fuck. You will have this nipple in your mouth one way or the other. Just embrace it. Fuck. How about a large titty with no pressure? It's exactly the same. Alright, fuck it. All titties need some pressure. Any titty with some pressure is a happy titty. There we go. Let's squeeze the titty. Give it a good old squeeze. There we go. Shit! I guess the titty doesn't want to be squeezed. It doesn't mind being exposed to millions of pounds of pressure, but the second you go for the titty squeeze, fucking watch out. Fine. Alright, well I'm done playing this. Well, that's the end of this video. Remember to rate the video, comment the video, and subscribe if you want to see videos similar to this one. See ya.
As all of you are no doubt aware, I am the undisputed champion of sex toy martial arts with a specialization in ancient fleshlight techniques. I am the preeminent expert in this field, a titan with a license to orgasm. That being said, my authority has been challenged by a company called Adam and Eve, who seem to be living in a fantasy world where they believe that I'm a one-trick pony who has only mastered the fleshlight, as if I haven't studied every discipline and every single sex toy on God's green earth and mastered it to such a high level that even the Shaolin monks would be fucking jealous. It's laughable. So they sent me a bunch of items, and I do really appreciate that, but they said, can you even come up with self-defense techniques using these? And I couldn't help but feel like they thought my dick was small. Of course I can, easily, and I did. I've done this before with fleshlights, but now I've taken it to the next level. Here you can see most of what they sent. To the untrained eye, this may seem to be tools that are only used for orifices on the human body and pleasure, but to the trained eye of a professional like me, I see weapons of death, instruments of destruction. Now I decided to start this lesson with the Penguinz balls. Penguinz balls are ordinarily used to go in the vagina and you rock back and forth, they clank against each other and make a vibration. However, in the hands of a professional like me, I was able to look past this intended purpose and I saw musket ammunition from way back in the early days of warfare. So I thought, well, I don't have a musket, but I have the next best thing, a fleshlight. So I began stuffing these pussy bullets down the barrel. And it works not too dissimilar from a slingshot. It's almost like a rail gun, to be honest, and it's quite powerful. Listen to that late explosion. The shot heard around the world. Now I knew I was capable of much more, so I decided let's pull it back further like I'm knocking an arrow. Great success. As you can see, you got someone coming up to you with ill intent and you're armed with only the Penguinz balls in your pussy and a fleshlight? Well, you're not defenseless. In fact, you've got yourself a projectile weapon that can rival a shotgun. Alright, step one in the bullying self-defense course. Let's say you're putting this nice fleshy police baton up your butthole, having a good time. Brendan Fraser breaks in, burglarizing, telling you to stop watching The Mummy, but you tell him, fuck no, I love that movie. You give him the what for? The old ones do. You can even go a little southpaw on him. See, that's an easy one. Like, that's not even a challenge. This is already made for weaponry. Now, I know I said Adam and Eve challenged me here, but it's much more like Lucius giving Bruce Wayne more toys for Batman to play with, and I had a lot of fun playing with it, so I wanted to say thank you to Adam and Eve. They also gave me a code, so if any of you are interested in becoming sexual orgasm wizards using any of these tools you see before you, you can go to adamandeve.com, use code DEFENSE, get 50% off of one item, free shipping to US and Canada. Some exclusions do apply, so if you're interested, you can go check it all out. Next up, I'll teach you how to use the ass spankaroonie as more than just a bludgeoning tool, because obviously you can slap some people in the face with it and they'll definitely feel that. It wouldn't feel good. However, I wanted to take that to the next level. What else could it be used for? Could it be used as perhaps a baseball bat to deflect projectiles? Perhaps. Now obviously if you're using your spanking tool for self-defense, chances are you're also going to be sporting your biker gang's skull choker and leash. I took my batter stance and readied my swing. This is the perfect countermeasure if someone's attacking you with eggs. Like if fucking How To Basic has a hit on you and he's coming at you, you're going to be able to counter him pretty hard. Now using this thruster and clit stimulator, and the clit stimulator portion looks like someone doing the I love metal hand gesture, I thought to myself, can't really use this for self-defense, but this looks like the perfect tool for some RuneScape grinding. Clicks per minute are pretty goddamn fast, but if you're not satisfied, you can crank that bitch up real hard. Put in the fucking afterburners. And even still, engage the nitrous on the 3rd level setting. Turbo speed. Of course, you got the classic Great American Challenge, the latest from DARPA, the most recent defense technology on the market. You don't even need to get creative with this. If you're playing with this, you're already a force to be reckoned with. This is a dildo for fucking Hagrid, maybe. It's massive. The cave troll from Harry Potter probably couldn't take this, but
over your shoulder, pretty simple. Lock and load it. Makes sense to me.
The classic chip test. Yeah, its bludgeoning power is second to none, an absolute force to be reckoned with. And obviously, you can go with the traditional kettlebell swings using it as well and get yourself a nice little workout in there. Kickstarter. I guarantee at least one person watching this just had a PTSD flashback. I just induced trauma with a single word. Kickstarter is a platform that's no stranger to scams, that goes together like peanut butter and jelly. That's not to say that all of them on Kickstarter are scams. In fact, some incredibly great projects have been the result of successful Kickstarter backing. But ask anyone out there that's ever put a few clams behind some projects, and I guarantee you they'll tell you some horror stories of how they've been burned. It is a platform that can send shivers down your spine for all the lost money because you bought into an idea and then it never came to fruition. There's no guarantee what you back on Kickstarter will ever even really exist, and there's never any real repercussions to the scammer should that unfold. God rest the soul of Michael Superbacker and the Air Umbrella. At least that story has a somewhat wholesome conclusion, but on the whole, Kickstarter is a platform where you get some good and you get some real bad. And now in the age of AI, Kickstarter has never been worse. It is in a brutal position for people to identify what's real and what's fake. I'm reading every day about more and more disgusting uses of AI. It is basically technology that is exclusively used to exploit people and mislead people. Quick side quest here before diving into the Kickstarter state and how awful it is thanks to AI. I read a wild story today about a DoorDash driver who was using AI-generated images to pretend as if he delivered the food to the customer. So I believe that he was using like Google Street View. So he brought up the address and brought up the Street View and would take the image of the person's door and then AI generate that door with their food there and then marking it as a completed delivery. So the scam is they AI generate the front door with their food there as if they had delivered it. They cash it in basically and they're able to do that instantly. Fucking nuts. I also was reading something about a construction company that was using AI-generated images to pretend like they had finished projects in order to secure more contracts. It's completely out of control. And in Kickstarter specifically, last night on stream, we did like a quick dive to see the most popular projects on the platform to see if they used AI. Spoiler alert, they all did. So it is extremely difficult to even know what's real and what's fake with what you're backing on Kickstarter now, it seems. It is so fucking absurd. I'm now curious if everyone is pitching Kickstarter products with AI videos to make it seem more professional. I actually haven't checked Kickstarter scams in a while. I bet that's a very common thing now, though. Let me see. I'm just going to see what like the top funded projects are at the moment and see if there's any AI video for it. All categories... Popularity. So the most popular thing right now is called Pick Pack. Let's see.
What can I think? We all have too many and choosing them is a nightmare.
This doesn't look like AI.
They're basically trapped on our phones.
But the song sounds like it's Suno generated.
Is there any better way?
Oh, wait. Is that an AI voiceover?
Is there any better way? Meet PickPack, an e-ink album that custom feeds your
That's definitely AI voice. So I'm pretty sure that was AI Suno music and an AI voiceover. At first I thought it was just a very unenthusiastic guy, but it's just an AI voiceover. This is literally the most popular project on Kickstarter right now. Just went to the #1 and it's instantly usage of AI in the pitch. So yeah, safe to say it looks like Kickstarter projects have pivoted to now using AI to make it seem more professional. If only the coolest cooler came out now. Oh my god, these fucking names, brother. These are blasts from the past. The coolest cooler. Oh my god. No more charming videos of the guy turning around saying, "Oh hi, didn't see you there." Yeah. Well, it's just the death of like everything authentic. I want to hear. Let's go to the second most popular and see if it's AI. Maybe this was just like a truly unlucky time to hop in.
The second most popular project is called the World's First Desktop Aeroponic Plant Ecosystem.
This is iZesty, a desktop aeroponic plant.
Immediately AI voice. It's crazy. Oh my god. Is everything on Kickstarter all AI now? This is number 3 most popular.
Hello everyone. This is your old friend, Titanier.
It's good to see you again, Titanier. It's excellent. It's been too long. It's always good to see an old friend, Titanier. Oh my god, it's despicable. What the fuck? Yeah, so Kickstarter looks like it's all AI now. Just checked Indiegogo, it's the same thing. Oh, I'm not surprised. Indiegogo was always even more scam-oriented than Kickstarter. But now, just for the sake of a little bit of fun, let me see. Let me sort by most popular there. I bet that one's ballistic. So it looks like the most popular right now on Indiegogo is the Foldio 4, the bigger, brighter, better foldable photo studio. Let's see.
Hey, Kickstarter, we're back. Since 2011,
Oh no, man. Everything is so cooked. And it's not even Kickstarter. Well, they probably have it on Kickstarter as well. They're probably double fisting on the crowdfunding. 400k raised, by the way. Yeah. I mean, it's never been easier to scam. AI has made scams easy, instant. Yeah. Not surprised. This just reminded me, have you seen the most recent Kickstarter scam game? It's called Puff Pals Island Skies and raised $2.5 million. The guy behind it basically took the money and went into hiding. You're telling me something called Puff Pals Island Skies raised $2.5 million? Even without knowing it's a scam, I'd hear that and would never even consider putting money into it. Let's see, Puff Pals Island Skies, huh? Wow. This looks even worse than I could have imagined. $2.56 million here. A wholesome life simulator game where you can collect, farm, customize, and explore new lands with cute and fluffy Puff Pals. And pre-order the game. Let's see the pitch. Excellent aspect ratio here. What the fuck is this? Hello? Pardon? Okay, we'll just go full screen. This take place in heaven, or what's up? Grow and customize your very own farm. No AI voiceover here, this must have predated the wave. Very cool. Not my kind of game. So what happened? You said the creator went into hiding. So he took the money and ran? See the comments. 9,000 comments. Requesting refund, requesting refund, requesting refund, requesting refund. Hey, got some bad news for you. Doesn't work on Kickstarter. There's no obligation. And no one's coming to help you. Learn from the air umbrella. Most recent update is May 20th from Fluffnest. Let's take a peek. The development of Island Skies has been incredibly challenging to say the least. For the past few years, we were under NDA with a third-party studio and couldn't discuss many of the things happening behind closed doors. However, now that other parties have made some of that information public, we can speak more openly about what's happened. After Kickstarter, Fluffnest entered into a milestone agreement with Roommate Studio to develop the features necessary to deliver early access based on the GDD we created for the campaign. Agreement was for $1.1 million over the course of 1 year. This will leave around $500,000 of wiggle room, approximately $1 million from Kickstarter. I don't give a fuck what happened. Problem with management, wasn't ready for early access or alpha. Alright, where things are now. As we approach finalizing the new agreement, it became clear Roommate's senior management does not have a clear understanding of the project's current state, how much work remains. Because of this, we can't trust that the issues we've already faced won't reoccur. We've informed Roommate we won't proceed unless their leadership presents a plan to directly address these issues and commits the necessary resources to Island Skies.
This Kickstarter might be the biggest scam ever, and their CEO is allegedly running from the law. See, a while back, this viral plushie company called Fluffnest announced that they were making a brand new life sim game called Puff Pal's Island Skies, and they raised over $2.5 million out of their $75K goal, mostly by selling limited time plushies that you could only get through the Kickstarter. And Puff Pals look pretty legit, with trailers showing a lot of the core features already working, so naturally the community trusted the team. But what they didn't know is that by the time the first alpha playtest came out, Fluffnest had already burned through all the Kickstarter money, with huge chunks of it reportedly going to plushie production instead of the actual game. And when their plushie business collapsed in early 2025, well, everything spiraled from there, with hundreds of orders going missing without refunds, the Puff Pals trademark expiring, and even the game's website ended up getting shut down. Now, the CEO, named David's been hit with over $2 million in lawsuits from his former employees, the banks, and even the outside studio that they secretly hired to make the game. But while he's been allegedly dodging service and refusing to show up to court, the backers are left getting ghosted on social media.
Very cool, David. Very interesting. So he tried to outsource the game to another studio to make it. That still didn't work. Man, I tell ya. If you can't trust Fluffnest, who can you trust? Selling plushies of your game before the game even releases is wacky. Well, this is the first I'm learning of this whole company and scam. But based on that short, it looks like the plushies existed first, and in order to drive interest and money to the Kickstarter campaign, they were offering the limited plushies. So it was for their already established plushie business, which ate shit earlier this year and shut down. Seemed like they were a legit business before it went tits up making this game. Maybe. Or maybe this was always the plan, David's nefarious scheme. We're coming up on a very special 5-year anniversary for a personal journey of mine. If it was alcoholism, I'd be getting a chip for this achievement right now, but I'm receiving a very different kind of gift for it. First, I need to ask, though, what have you done for 5 years straight with unwavering discipline and gusto? Mewing? Maybe? Yeah, and what do you have to show for it, tough guy? You still got that soft chin. What about jelking? You a big jelker? Spent the last 5 years in the laboratory desperately trying to put a few inches on that pathetic little meteors? Well, what if I told you that 5 years could have been better spent doing what I was doing? Watching One Piece, from start to current. Over 1,100 episodes. Please, hold your applause, I'm no hero. I just did what I thought needed to be done. To finally stop getting bombarded with the question of why I didn't like One Piece. I started this journey 5 years ago, which feels like the blink of an eye now in the grand scheme of my One Piece journey, because I had tried numerous times to get into it and just never fell in love with it. But every time I would stream, I'd always be getting the question about, what's wrong with you, Charles? You gotta screw loose to not like One Piece. So I started it out of spite, and I gotta tell you, sports fans, the first year or so of that journey, for the first, 200 to 300 episodes were brutal. Trying to stay awake watching those arcs was a more difficult boss battle than trying to kick a heroin addiction. It was tough. But I pushed through, I persisted, and I've been giving you steady updates like once a year since, because after about 300 episodes, I did fall in love with One Piece. Experts may call it Stockholm Syndrome. I call it just objective improvements in the show itself. And I understand in the manga, everyone always says this, the pacing for the earlier arcs is just significantly better in the manga as opposed to the anime. And I imagine they're probably right, but I'd committed to watching the show. And I think once we start getting into Water 7 territory, the show really hits its stride. And it maintains that. The show does get a drastic improvement not only in animation, but in pacing, and I genuinely think everything in it starts to elevate. So I'm extremely happy I did push through and catch up with the show, because it is extraordinary. So now that I'm caught up, I'm just going to give you all of my thoughts, kind of like as a all-encompassing debriefing, because like I said, I've been giving you yearly-ish updates on my One Piece progress. But I just want to put a nice little bow on all my thoughts on One Piece as a whole, and I guess I'll get into the nitty-gritty here, the spaghetti and meatballs of Egghead specifically, since that's obviously the most recent arc. But anyway, overall, I love One Piece, like I said. I think the show offers some extremely high highs, but with that comes some lows as well. In particular, Fishman Island. That is my least favorite arc in the entire series. I hated that. That was a slog to get through, and I found so little to like about Fishman Island. And I know I've yapped quite a bit about my disdain for that arc, and I'm not going to go too deep into it here, but just know that shit is poop. I do not like the green eggs and ham of Fishman Island. But my favorite arcs are as followed, in this order. My favorite arc is Marineford, followed by Innie's Lobby, followed by Dressrosa. And the more thought I put into it, the harder it became to choose what are my definitive favorite arcs, because there are some turbo bangers in here. So it's always been a bit fluid, but the one that's never changed as my favorite arc is Marineford. That one's pretty unbeatable, but the rest have kind of moved here and there, ebbed and flowed. And I know Dressrosa in particular is a bit of a contentious pick to be in my top 3 arcs. Worth noting, I watched One Piece, so it cut out a lot of filler, which Dressrosa was apparently famous for. I didn't get that experience. I got just a really high quality, very compelling arc that I loved from start to finish. So maybe my Dressrosa experience was very different than a normal anime watcher's experience if they watched all the filler and stuff. One Piece did an extraordinary job of keeping everything flowing, keeping it moving, and it was great. I really, really like that arc, but I don't think anything will probably ever beat Marineford. I mean, I guess I can't say for sure because I don't know where One Piece is going to go, but Marineford was just the culmination of everything that had been building for so long in an extremely satisfying and emotional arc. This arc also opened my third eye to a painful revelation that I may not know what the One Piece is yet, but I do know what the one truth is, that Mihawk is a fraud. Mihawk clashed briefly with Vista in the Marineford arc, and it became abundantly clear that this man might just not be the world's greatest swordsman. Maybe he's like King from One Punch Man, where everyone just perceives him as this unbeatable, indomitable force of nature, but in reality, he's just not. We haven't seen Mihawk do a single fucking thing since he clashed with Zoro at the Baratie, like, 20 years ago. Like, it is so sad. Like, it is so sad. He just gets by on aura and aura alone. Speaking of world's greatest swordsman, for the longest time throughout this series, my favorite character was Zoro. But now that I'm finally caught up, it's still Zoro. It was then and it is now. People like to boil him down to just being like a very one-dimensional flat character, but I just think that they're not watching the same show. That's so disingenuous. I can recognize that his motivations and a lot of the side quests, we'll call them, that he goes on are simpler than the rest of the crew, but that doesn't mean that he lacks as much depth as they have. I think Zoro is a perfect character to contrast the rest of the crew, and I always appreciate where he ends up throughout the arcs. My favorite villain is Doflamingo, but my most slept-on superstar is Magellan. I'm somewhat of a Magellan maniac. I believe that if that man could get off the toilet for even just an additional 3 or so hours and they'd let him spread his fucking wings outside of his prison, that man could be an actual threat. Now, of course, it's just pure delusion and hopium to believe that we might see him again engaging in the overall plot of One Piece. I think his role is kaput. He himself is a prisoner of the shitter, and he will probably never leave Impel Down. But I think if he ever did, he would genuinely be an extremely powerful character, even in, like, the current landscape of things. My most controversial take on One Piece is that Sabo is genuinely a fanfic character that you have to suspend disbelief in order to accept his presence in this series. I really, like, the more and more I think about Sabo, the less and less sense it makes for him to even be here. Just this secret third brother that just happens to pop up out of nowhere, and somehow he is the well-known second in command of the Revolutionary Army, a world-famous group, and yet somehow Ace, who himself is extremely notorious and high-ranking in the Whitebeard Pirates, never knew Sabo was alive? Was Ace illiterate? Maybe, but even if he was illiterate, why the fuck couldn't he see pictures in a newspaper? Did he never hear Sabo's name, even though apparently everyone knew about Sabo, who he was in the Revolutionary Army? And there was never anything in Ace's ear that was like, wait, Sabo, it's ringing a bell. my brother. It just doesn't compute, and especially the timing makes it even more fishy, where it feels like the sole reason behind Sabo's presence in the story is that he was drummed up, conjured as a replacement to Ace. He just happens to come through after Ace's death. He also gets Ace's devil fruit. It really feels like Sabo's entire purpose was just to be a Ace replacement. And the way Sabo even is used in the story itself is very odd. He's kind of here as like this all-powerful, damn near omniscient presence who can do everything and is used exclusively for like these fake-out moments. So like, he goes to the world government, like, the 5 elders attack him, he might be dead, but he's not dead. He's on an island, the island gets blown up, Sabo might be dead, he's not dead. It's like, it's very weird. Sabo as a character just doesn't really fit with the rest of the characters One Piece introduces, and it just feels like the way in which he is put into the story feels very forced and very out of left field. Now, not to be confused with me being a Sabo hater, I don't even really dislike him or anything. It just feels very odd how he gets into this story in the first place and the way in which he is used in the story. But his scenes are hype. Like, it is a cool sequence when he, like, tries to save Cobra and everything. Like, it is cool to watch, but I just don't think it makes a whole lot of sense how we even got to that point with Sabo in the first place is all. But still are cool sequences with Sabo, and I do think that he is an interesting character. Anyway, though, let's now dive into Egghead. So when I was first watching Egghead, I was a pretty vocal Scrooge on it. I didn't really love the first half of the Egghead arc. The second half, however, significantly better and much more invested. I think the second half of Egghead has been really, really, really good. First half, bit of a snoozer. But I do think it was necessary to eat your vegetables first here in this case because it does help lay the foundation and build the stakes for what comes in the second half. But yeah, I really was not liking the first half of Egghead. I really didn't like the Seraphim, by the way. I didn't think that they were a strong addition to the One Piece story. Vegapunk, love Vegapunk. I love everything with Stella. I think that is so good. And I really think I can't remember if I've been doing spoilers when going through my One Piece journey. I think for the most part I have been, because a lot of the arcs that I've been covering are like fucking 15 years old. But I don't know if I should do spoilers for Egghead since it's still fresh. I'll try and I'm gonna have to get into spoilers. There's no way I can talk about some of the things I didn't like about it without getting into spoilers. Let's start with the things that I really liked. Kuma's backstory. My oh my, did they hit a grand slam with Kuma's backstory. That is probably the peak flashback, I don't want to use the word arc because it's not a flashback arc, but peak emotional character backstory so far in the show. I thought they really crushed Kuma's story. It is tragic from top to bottom. And his whole existence in the show is just agony. And even where he ends up in Egghead here, there's nothing happy about it. For a character that himself is so positive, despite everything he went through as a child with his parents and himself being enslaved and them being killed in front of him, with his father being murdered in front of him, still trying to find the light and still holding on to the hope of that legendary hero that will come to save them, and then trying to make a difference with the revolutionary army and saving people, and then himself still being dealt such a bad hand. There's always fingers crossed, hoping something finally goes Kuma's way, but it never does. Even when he's raising Bonnie, she's gonna die if he doesn't give over his humanity to the world government, to Vegapunk, to turn into this soulless killing machine, basically. The Pacifista program, all based around him. A weapon for the government. And he does it out of love for his daughter. But to save her, he had to abandon her. And then she went on her own pirate journey quest. Now she's gotten the truth, wants revenge on the 5 elders who were overseeing the program, in particular, Saturn. And Saturn becomes like our main big bad of the arc, and I think he's a really good villain. And he's not alone. There are other villains there like Rob Lucci and Kaku, whom I do think they're good villains, but I do I didn't like the flip-flopping so many times there. I think that was a little overdone. I get why it's there. Stussy also being there. Her role was very cool. That was quite the plot twist reveal there with her role and everything. But even though I like Rob Lucci and Kaku, like their presence there, the amount of flip-flopping I think was just a bit excessive. But in addition to their presence being there, there's also Kizaru. And Kizaru is a very interesting villain because prior to this, we'd always seen him as just like this callous, uncaring, calm, cold, bad guy. Like, do I need to kill them? Fine, I suppose it would be stimulating. I am a little bored. Here I go, reluctantly killing for the sake of the government. And that's all you ever really got, so you're under the impression that he's just like this guy who will do pretty much everything and he won't feel anything. Just basically a heartless bad guy. Well, here we get a lot more fleshing out, a lot more backstory. It turns out he is actually somewhat intertwined deeply with Bonnie, Kuma, Vegapunk. So when he is tasked by Saturn to kill Vegapunk and Bonnie, he really doesn't want to. You can start to see emotion in this character. When he does ultimately kill Vegapunk, he is anything but happy. And it feels like there's almost this sense of relief when Luffy is able to actually overpower him. And he makes like the treasonous decision to feed Luffy when Luffy was, out of energy, out of power, so that we can continue to fight against Saint Saturn. So we got a lot more out of him, and I thought it was really interesting, and I'm so curious to see what his motivations are. What does he want? What is his goal? What is he doing? It's so good the way a lot of these things were built up and how they were executed here so far in Egghead. This is also the arc in which we get the most exposition on the Void Century and filling in the blanks for everything that's been happening that has been a mystery to this point, like with the Poneglyphs, Joy Boy. Vegapunk gives a final message to the entire world, revealing so much information, much to the chagrin of the Five Elders, whom show up at Egghead to try and put the kibosh on the broadcast and shut everything down because they can't have these secrets getting out about what's happened in the past. It's just really satisfying now because it feels like we're finally starting to see the big picture. We're starting to get these breadcrumbs to follow for what it all means and what actually happened 800-900 years ago. Who is Joy Boy and everything? Who are the Five Elders in Emu? Like, what is all of this? It's so, it's hard to not wait on bated breath for the next episode and the next big reveal. Oh, also, one of my earlier complaints with this show, the whole series, is that there was always this hesitation to kill someone, even if their role in it had been finished, their whole arc. Like a Arlong or someone. Pretty much a villain who served their purpose that I don't think we'll ever see again. The show still had a tendency to just, knock them out and move on. They fainted, and that's it. Never to be seen again. And they did that with every character, not just villains, but any character I thought that they were setting up for a death, didn't die, most notably Pell, so long ago. And I get with Pell there was a lot of stuff going on at the time there with Pell, which maybe led for him not ultimately facing a demise there. I get that, but that's just another example that I'm pulling from. There are countless others of characters that I thought should have died there to amplify the emotional stakes of what was being built to. With Egghead, though, no longer does it feel like there is a hesitation to kill off characters. There is a lot of character deaths in here that I didn't expect, that I didn't see coming, that are important characters, so it really does feel like we're reaching the end game here. I just wanted to make a mention of that. No longer is that a complaint I have with recent One Piece. They are actively killing characters. It feels like it's getting much more intense. Now, one of my biggest complaints so far about Egghead, though, and it's not even in the first half, it actually is in the second half, bringing all five elders here, I think just kind of made them seem weaker than they are. So, I like Saint Saturn as a villain. I think he's a great villain. But him actually fighting Luffy, he looks like a bitch. And I get Luffy, as the new Joy Boy, is supposed to be absolutely fucking stomping this man. He's basically blue waffling all over Saint Saturn. It's not even really a contest. But Saint Saturn as a fighter is really underwhelming. He's basically like the Derek Zoolander of the One Piece universe. He has one move. He has one look. And it's just by throwing out his little his spider legs and that's it. He doesn't do anything besides that. Even when he's not fighting Luffy and he's like going after the rest of the Straw Hat crew, he can't even like kill them because he's only using his spider legs and nothing else. And then he's like, oh, this is a waste of my fucking time. I'm just going to run. So he does. So he goes to the next thing. These insects, I won't bother with them. Like, it just makes him look like not a very terrifying presence. And when they brought the other 5 elders in there, the same phenomenon happened where because now there's so many, they can't give a whole lot of focus to them. So instead, they all only do one thing. Warkery, I think, is the best example of that. That fucking goober is the equivalent to that goddamn Rick and Morty butter robot whose only purpose is to serve butter. All Warkery can do is go into boar form and charge. That is all they show him doing. All he does is just charge. So like when the Giants arrive, which, by the way, super hype. I'm extremely excited that Elbaf is being brought into the Megamix here. Bragi Dory back in the fold now. It's very exciting that they're there. They're having a good time. They're super powerful. And Warkery, all he does is just charge and headbutt. That's it. It just makes him seem kind of lame. He's like a E-Honda player in Street Fighter 6 just spamming that one headbutt special. That is all Warkery does. So, like, it just makes it feel like he's not really a threat. He only can do one thing, and he's not even succeeding at it. Like, he's not even doing a good job with headbutting. And that's just so underwhelming for these 5 elders, whom we have this entire time been led to believe probably the most fearsome, terrifying creatures on the fucking face of that planet. And yet here all 5 of them are just getting toyed with, really. Getting laughed at, getting blasted around. Like, they can't even stop a broadcast. Like, they can't even find the transponder snail and destroy enough things to stop it. Granted, they have to be a little careful with the mother flame, I get that. But they just don't look as strong as we've been led to believe, because now all 5 of them were here, still basically getting embarrassed. Like, so far, there hasn't been a moment where I'm actually concerned about a character because of the 5 elders' presence, because they're just not good at doing anything they aim to do here. I think it would have just been far stronger if it was only Saint Saturn who was up against everyone, the Giants, Luffy, the Straw Hat crew, all while trying to stop Vegapunk's desperate broadcast to the rest of the world to get the truth out there. And Saint Saturn, against all these odds, is still making it a close fight. That, I think, would have been a really strong showcase for the 5 elders and how scary they can be, that one of them is able to go against all of the strongest in the universe there. But the fact that all 5 show up and still can't succeed, it makes it seem like, well, Luffy will probably end up just fucking dog walking them at some point. Like, it doesn't really feel like they're as terrifyingly powerful as I thought they were now. Whereas again, if it was just Saturn there, I'd be left thinking like, damn, this is just one of them able to, do so much across all of Egghead here. I can't even imagine what'll happen when the other 4 get involved. But now I don't have to imagine. I know what happens when the other 4 get involved. Still fucking nothing. They still can't, kill even, a giant or anything. They can't stop a broadcast. They can't do shit. It just makes it feel like the 5 elders are just kind of weak. That's just, my main complaint so far with Egghead. It kind of took a lot of the oomph out of the 5 elders. Anyway, though, that's really, my only major complaint with the second half of Egghead. Like I said, didn't love the first half, but maybe it just wasn't my cup of tea. There's really nothing in there in particular I think was bad. Even, with the 5 elders, I don't think it's bad. It's just, I don't know, it felt a little underwhelming given how much had been built up about them is all. But overall, I think it's a very strong arc, and I'm really, really happy that I caught up to One Piece and I get to enjoy this in real time now as we're entering, the end of this legendary series. I think it's a masterpiece. I will say, though, I don't expect anyone to follow suit and, force themselves to watch 300 episodes if they're not enjoying it. I think it's totally fine if you just don't like One Piece after X amount of episodes to just say it's not for you and be done with it. There's nothing wrong with that. I probably would have done the same thing if it wasn't for me being so spiteful. I probably wouldn't have pushed through as hard as I did, and then I did actually fall in love with it. Again, not Stockholm Syndrome, just an acquired taste. My taste buds got a little more refined is all, as the show got better. Anyway, I just wanted to give you this yearly update here, basically. Fully caught up, we fucking did it. That's really about it. So, yeah. I haven't been able to stop shaking. It happened again. There I go. killing again. Yesterday, there was a sweet, innocent man just looking to enjoy his birthday, celebrating his 40th birthday. And I murdered him. In cold blood. I didn't mean to. It was like Pegasus stealing Yugi's grandfather's soul. It was brutal. It was inhumane. There's a streamer named OniPixel. You've probably heard of him. He's a massive streamer. And yesterday, it was his birthday. And through a divine act of God, a sign that he deserved to be smited, I don't know, but through catastrophic circumstances, it led to him meeting me in the top lane of a League of Legends tournament. And the rest is history. Oh, if I get on Imiru Jinxie Dante's squad, I'm fucking happy. That's a banger team.
I'm gonna have to go with Voice Critical. Give me.
Fuck! Damn it! Shit!
Ron, that's a very solid pick. That's a very.
Damn it!
Thank you, brother.
Fuck! Alright, we'll make it work. If Bradley Martin is an actual ADC main diamond level player, we're good. We could be good. Pobelter's a fucking monster. We still got a really good chance. We had a really good chance. I genuinely have no idea if Bradley Martin was just trolling saying that he's diamond ADC. That's the thing. That's the wild card.
Leslie, I think we need you to step up to the plate and play jungle. I don't think we can have Ron playing jungle. This guy doesn't seem like he can read. I think he's gonna die to the jungle mobs. Like, I'm pretty sure we need you to jungle. You can clear camps, right?
Hey, everyone.
Oh god.
Hey,
Hello. How are you doing, man?
Yo, wait. So I've noticed here. Moist Critical said no when I picked him. Bradley Martin said no when I picked him. Foosball was crying, and then Cobblestone. I didn't get to see a reaction, but I don't understand what's going on.
It was excitement. I was like, no, this isn't fair. Fuck, we ruined the tournament. We're gonna steamroll.
Give us tears of happiness, Ron.
Okay, yeah. Okay, I just want to make sure, because Brad said he's going to slap the shit out of me if I miss or we fuck up.
If we lose, yeah.
Because we're expected to win. That's the thing. We shouldn't lose.
Okay.
Eric, it's Leona Jungle. You can cook.
What the fuck?
Chat, I'm going full try hard. I may even... Ark, you can close your cam on Discord, bro. More FPS.
Real quick, before you see the slaughter, I want to make it known that I went into this with the understanding that OniPixel was plat but washed. That's what he was advertised as. So I was expecting a real, Clash of the Titans up there, a kaiju fight. He is very out of practice, it seems.
Okay, so practice. Bang. So I just
Bradley, you have a single fucking dagger. Can you go back and buy another dagger at least? Hey, everyone! Hey, come back, guys. Let's learn how to shop.
Wait.
Okay, Ron, I need you to buy. You see the shop here?
About the fucking
yeah.
Buy a D-ring.
Buy a Doran's ring start.
Doran's ring and 2 pots, and go out to mid. Flash on him, Fuzzy. Guys, Bradley.
I stunned you. Oh my god.
Kill him. Nice. Fight. Focus Sivir. Focus Arky.
I got the top.
I mean, anybody. You're doing good, Arky. Keep it up.
I may die.
I have no abilities. I wasted them. I'm sorry, guys.
You good? Are we good?
Nice. Good shit down there.
We're good.
I'm sorry, y'all. I didn't understand it. Remember,
we did it.
I only know like the abilities. I don't know how to like play against them. Like,
you were doing great.
No, you did great. You did great from everything that I saw in the kill feed, Ron. You're the fucking superstar.
Thank you, brother. Oh my god, I'm feeling good now. Bet. Oh, I like this. I'm actually having fun. Hold on now.
Poppy's gonna be top soon. Are you winning?
Yeah, I'm winning.
Nice.
Wanna kill him out or no?
You need to run.
No, you're good.
What is argue?
He's gonna die. He's just get mortal. You're not good. You need to run.
Listen to fucking me! Nobody else!
Sorry, Tyler, fuck!
Oh, he's coming? Come down then. If he comes.
Oh, you need to run. You need to run. You need to run.
You're good.
What is argue?
Oh, he's gonna die. He's just get mortal. You're not good. You need to run. Listen to fucking me! Nobody else!
Leslie, if you want, you can come top. Waves pushing to me. If you gank top, we'll probably make him uninstall the game, I think.
Okay. Okay, I'm gonna get the Gromp, and then I'm gonna base grab my item, and then I'm gonna come top.
Okay, cool.
I'm gonna come top.
I think I already killed him.
Yo, I'm up on him. I'm not gonna lie. Yo, I'm up on him.
Here, you can kill him. He doesn't have flash. He doesn't have flash. I got him.
I think they're setting a bot. Hey, if Sona hits 6, get ready to flash her ult, Bradley.
I got him.
Yep. Are you able to do that?
Okay, Oni, you need to just not ever walk up again. You cannot die again, bro.
I know. I'm not. Oh.
Think beyond one.
Fuck me in the ass.
Alright, I have ult.
Tell I'm getting fucked.
I'm gonna try to gank you mid.
Yeah, Eric, if you come through here, if you go long, come through here.
Chad, I'm getting gapped. I feel terrible right now.
I have no mana.
You got
what can I
attack.
do?
Yeah, you don't.
I just need to
Eric,
farm,
I'm
right?
Yeah, I got 6. I think Poppy's down here. Actually, we can.
Good gank, Leslie. Good gank.
Okay.
That was good shit.
Hey, Ron, they're on you. Run.
Oh no, that's not good, is it? Ooh, that needs to be calmed. That needed to be calmed.
Hey, yeah, that's my bad, bro. I'm sorry.
Should I be looking at my mini-map a lot more?
Yeah. Or if you, if you see them approaching you on the minimap, it's a good signal to back
Got
off.
it. Got it. So what's the best place I should go if they're pushing me? Should I just go back to our spawn area?
Yeah, towards your turret generally.
Oh, I'm fucked.
Alright, Arky, go at him. Run at him, Arky.
Okay.
Good job.
He flash ulted. What?
His teammate's coming.
Keep hitting.
Oh, never mind. That's fucking E-Rob.
Big Eric.
Nice. Let's go.
Alright, push his way. Arky, great job. Boss, you have to stop. Oni, you need to stop dying.
Flash ulted me. Sorry.
You have to get CS. It doesn't. You shouldn't even be in range.
Okay.
His teammate's coming. Oh, never mind. That's fucking
Big Eric.
Nice. Let's go.
Push his way. Arky, great
Eric,
job. Boss, you have to stop. Oni, you need to stop dying.
Flash ulted me.
You have to get CS. You shouldn't even be in range.
Okay.
Hit the tower one time.
No, you're not.
I got fucked.
No, you're not.
3 of
Should
them.
I come bot?
Oh, 3 of them. Yeah. No, I didn't know.
Careful, guys. This brother duo is very strong.
Okay.
I'm gonna tell you something. They are down a player. I am tooting inside of Pixel right now.
Yes, Moist.
Yeah, I want to play around Moist if we can.
Dude, I'm feeling good.
Walk up.
Yep, easy, got you. Look at that.
Okay, he's here. Just push.
Go back. You gotta specify who you're talking to, bro. You gotta remember I'm stupid.
Oh yeah. Okay. Hey. Okay. Yeah. My bad, bro.
Well, if he's not near you, he's probably not talking to you.
Hey,
yeah, but
back
I don't
off
know who's near me.
Ron, careful. Hey, walk up, Bradley. Look.
I'm coming.
Yo. Should I use my R ability?
Help on Poppy.
Yes.
Use your R.
I'm trying.
R. Okay.
It's nice. That Jura out move. Nice.
Bang!
Nice.
Good shit, Ron.
That was sick.
Yeah.
Nice.
Mord can take.
Yeah, I've got this.
Charlie, go, Charlie, go.
Am I too annoying, Moist, or am I good?
No, you're fucking perfect. You're beautiful. You're a beautiful man.
That was amazing.
Fuck on Los, he's dog shit.
So you can go here. When you run, that's Mal's hard TP. Try and kill her and get out.
Who cares? Malzahar got it. It's fine.
This guy's too good for this, actually. Malzahar got it. It's not bad. You got gold too. That's good. I got Mordekaiser ulted.
This Mordekaiser is gonna be too heavy. I don't. That's gonna be impossible.
I know.
That's my bad, guys. That's my bad.
Yeah, it's completely your fault.
I know. I'll make up for it.
Yeah, I think he's just. Yeah, it's over. GG.
Hey! What is that? Chill, guys. That's not GG, please.
It's woven into every
too like newbie. You can't actually...
Eric, believe.
Fuck me.
One shot
Alright, you can
down.
walk
We're
up
back
there
even.
and go to
Bang.
the tower.
Okay.
Someone should cover top.
Guys, where should I go?
Just stay bot with us. Fuck it. Just keep pushing. It's chill.
Yo, I like this,
We might
guys.
have numbers on mid.
This is good. This is good.
Keep pushing together.
Oh my god, we're fucking on them. It's over for them. On God, it's over.
That was actually one of the saddest things I've ever seen a human being do in a video game.
Oh my god, it's over!
I don't know if that guy's lucid. Has anyone checked if Los is awake right now on stream? That was crazy.
Oh my.
Back out run. Back out run. This is okay. Can still fight.
It's fine, it's fine. Just keep fighting, keep fighting, keep fighting, keep fighting. Oh. I'm just gonna TP for shield. I'm coming in behind them.
Yes, yes, TP. We can fight this.
Oh my god.
Keep going forward now.
Oh my god. Alright, I'm just gonna take this for a kill.
Okay, we're...
Okay, Nocturne, he's inting.
Nice,
More
nice,
go,
nice.
more go.
Oh my god,
Nice,
huge.
Keep going, Charlie. We fucked them. We fucked them. Go,
That's game. That's GG. GG, we end. We end.
Oh my god.
We can end. Hindsight's 2020, but that is actually so upsetting because it could have been a Penta if I positioned myself better because my passive was up and Sivir was really low. I didn't see how low Sivir was, so I was focusing on like the stronger players there, so Eric and Tyler. But I also could have killed Sivir for the Penta if I had just spaced myself a little bit better near turret. I could have just gone a little more down and I would have just got the freest Penta ever, and I'm kind of upset that I missed it.
Kill at least over something. We'll heal up a lot faster. No, knock her back up.
Not that. How is an F not that? I don't think I did terrible, or I don't know. We just have no damage shot.
It is top cap. Oni, you can.
Yes, say it. Say it, please. Oh my god. Oh, I'm sorry.
What the fuck is happening?
I fucked up, Los. I
just take over the game.
What the fuck is happening?
I fucked up, Los.
Game.
Tell me it's not over.
I mean, it's over. Yeah. I mean, we cannot win. You three are. Well, it's just me and Eric. You and Arky don't play the game. It's not your fault.
I mean, tell me what you want me to do. I'll try.
I know.
There's nothing you can do, bro. There's nothing you can do.
Yeah, there's nothing you can do. You pressed R correctly. That's about all you can do, actually, and you did really well.
it's on me. It's on me. I
it's just Oni, but he solo lost the game. There's nothing else we can do.
I played fucking ass.
Yeah.
Yeah, just.
Oh my god, we did it, yo!
Oh my god!
Wait, hang on. Just hit turrets. Let's see. Maybe we can.
It's gonna be very close, I think.
Let's not end.
Yeah, I think you're right. I got excited.
Oh.
Go take Dragon right now. Don't care about the end. Go take Drake.
Okay, go into drag.
Yep, drag.
Bro, how do y'all
We
learn
need to
this?
make sure they don't rush Baron here.
There's so much mechanics here. Oh my god.
I played this game for 16 years of my fucking life, Ron. My entire life. Slaving away this game. Okay? That's what it takes.
Ron, I was afraid I was going to have to smack you again, bro. I don't think so.
Hey, Pope,
Guys,
next item. Pope, next item, what should I grab? Spirit or what?
You should go Pen. I think you should go
Exploit.
Void, probably, actually, because Poppy is a billion MR.
Okay.
16 years of clicking around, bro.
I've spent more time on the Summoner's Rift than I have in reality, Ron. That is what it's I really don't want to pull Baron.
Okay. Yo, we don't have smite. We don't have smite. You're right.
Just walk forward.
Yo, Los' bum ass is right there, bro.
You can look Leono.
Yep.
You can look Leono.
If you can hit anyone with an ult, it's good.
I got Erob. Oh.
I don't even know where I am on the map.
Press space.
Okay, Charlie's winning in there. Go.
Yep,
Go.
I got
Anivia. Don't dive into their Nexus though. Chill a bit. Oh, Poppy maybe.
Nice.
He's tanky. We can try for a bit. I don't know if we can end. Just hitting.
No, it's gonna be tough. Oh no, we can get this. No, back. I think
What should we do?
I think
I'm
back.
feeling weird about this.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's just back.
Okay.
Okay, just back.
Oh my god, I'm actually goated. I just flashed the fuck out of them.
It's exhilarating, isn't it, huh? It's like a drug.
I love this.
Mm-hmm.
I love this game.
Ron, back, man.
Oh, yes, sir. I'm a fucking peon. See, you gotta talk to me like that. Sometimes you gotta just...
Slap you. Come on. Sorry. My bad.
Sorry.
Sorry, I'm sorry.
Ready to fight?
I'm just gonna grab Poppy. You guys can fight without that.
We win. Play with more. Oh, kite
Oh,
out.
I got
Kite out.
Poppy.
We got Poppy
Ooh.
ulted.
No,
Okay,
I'm back,
we
I'm
can
back,
still
I'm
fight.
back. Oh.
They might try to steal. Ah, he's too pussy! Little soy boy's afraid to go for his swipe fight. That's
He's
crazy.
too pussy for us. Oh
That's
my god.
crazy.
We are legends. Sorry. I'm just trying to hit some voice lines. Maybe it'll like hit eventually.
I thought that hit great. I could see that. I could see
Where are
that.
you getting these lines
Thank you,
from,
thank
bro?
you. I'm just trying like, I don't know.
Is this shit AI?
No, that's
I'm
a
just trying,
that's a certified
I'm trying
big
different
LCS moment right there.
yeah. I'm just trying to get like that moment, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I dig it.
Oh boy.
I have heals, don't worry. We can push. They use many cooldowns. Okay, pushing. Okay. Just kill these noobs. Nice flash.
Oh, big ult. Nice.
I got it.
Nice,
He
good
just
shit.
ended the game.
They're ulting me. I got 2 ults on me.
It's gone.
More on me, more. In the.
AG, their top's too good.
These guys are crazy. Tyler, I'm sorry. This guy knows the strats. He ulted me to kill the Nexus.
Yeah, there was probably more cooked.
More on me, more. In the.
AG, their top's too good.
These guys are crazy. Tyler, I'm sorry. This guy knows the strats. He ulted me to kill the Nexus.
Yeah, there was probably more cooked before that. Yeah,
I sold, guys. I'm sorry. This is all on me. All.
I fucked up the draft. That's my fault.
No.
I forgot you're on 100 ping actually, so you don't have a fucking chance.
111 ping. It was
Yeah,
kind of
that's really bad.
assing,
That's
but still,
impossible to
team
play
fights.
on.
No, I could have still done way more.
I was fucked up.
Bro.
I just. Yeah, I just.
You're goated. You're actually goated. You actually did.
You did it, Ron. You led us to the dub. You led us to the dub, Ron. That was all you. It was all Ron.
Oh my god, boys! Oh my god, I'm a fucking legend!
Good shit, boys and girls. That was good.
Everybody.
We did it.
Oh my god!
Ron, we broke your curse, man.
Mhm.
I broke my curse, dude! This is my second round!
Oh, God.
Oh my god, wait, I was 1-7. What?
But that was an impactful 1-7.
13-0? Holy aura!
Bro, you're leading in kills and deaths and assists.
Oh my god. 1-10, not bad.
Do we
But
know
I have
who
pretty
we're
good gold. I'm pretty good at earning gold.
You were good. You're a national.
You did great. Like, literally, for never touching this game, unironically, you played super fine. Like, you did exactly what we needed you to do. Legit.
Thank you, bro. Thank
Yeah, that was
you, bro.
awesome. Thank you, Ron.
Oh my god. No, thank you guys, yo. This is where legends are made, y'all.
Mm-hmm.
You want that line to hit so bad, huh?
It's gonna hit, bro. It's gonna hit one of these times. Oh my god. Wait, so they're out of the tournament completely?
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure Pixel's never going to touch the game again. He had the worst time of his life up there.
I don't know if League is my game, bro. How to uninstall League, bro? How to uninstall this fucking game, bro? Nah, bro.
Oh, also, tell Oni happy birthday from me. let him know. Wishing him a great birthday. That's super sweet. That was fun. That was a lot of fun. You Morn ulted my birthday, brother. No, but like I said, man, it's just the birthday spankings. It's something we do over here, and we have a good time. We giggle about it. Haha, we have fun.
Yeah, I have like a really good dude.
You go, ooh, ow, ooh.
He's been pushing me.
It's only up from here. Ooh,
So maybe
that kind of thing.
1 month.
They're good bot lane though. We killed bot lane.
Hey, wait, yo, Tyler, but we could go duo queue.
I'll never play with you again in my life. You fucking ass. I don't know why you send this fucking tournament. Waste everybody's time.
Yo, listen, Tyler, if you ever want to play 2K, bro, I'll teach you the ways.
Not playing 2K.
Oh my gosh.
See, this doesn't mean anything to you guys, but this is a big deal to me. People are
I
talking
wanted
for this
to
for
win.
months, by the way. For you guys, it's just like a Monday.
Bro,
I hate
no,
this
bro,
so much.
bro.
I hate it so much.
What a fun tournament. We lost in the second round, but it doesn't matter. We had that glorious game 1. We were the people's champions. And being honest, Tyler was fucking spitting there when he was talking about how much he hates to lose. I get that mentality completely. When it comes to competition, I get sweaty. I hate losing. Our esports teams, I'm devastated when we drop a game or lose a series. And even in like low stakes tournaments like this, I fucking want to win. Like, that's extremely fun. It really does not feel good to lose, even in something as silly as this. So I get it, and god damn it, this will probably be the only time I ever beat Tyler 1 at anything. Although this is an indirect W over him, I'll fucking take it. So yeah, anyway, I wanted to yap about this and show some of it from yesterday. That's really about it. So yeah.